day, and you gonna set it off like that?
It just came to my mind. Brad Nortman, longtime NFL punter, Super Bowl 50 runner-up.
Maybe I'm the problem. Absolutely not.
Rocking a T-shirt with his jersey number on it?
Yeah. Kyle's talking about game day. I just felt like, I don't know.
Is your name on the back of that?
No, it's not. It just says legend on the back.
He is a legend. He is a Carolina Panthers legend. That's the presence.
Yeah, so this was sent to me in my retirement days. They sent out, like, if you played for the Panthers, they put your number on it. You're a legend of the Panthers.
If you actually did something significant.
I don't know what the criteria was. All I know is I'm a Panther legend. They sent it to me. That's all I need to know.
In Brad's defense, he did do many significant things with the Panthers.
Well, that's why I asked him, is it everybody? Or is it just, people who made an impact? Because that's like me at Whitewater, right? If I got a legend thing from Whitewater, it wasn't earned.
No.
Playing for the Panthers is a little different than just going to Whitewater.
It's not even close to the same thing at all.
And we found out we have another D3 cornerback in the office.
You feel threatened, Kyle?
No, why would I feel threatened by deep? Listen, if whoever this is, if their career wasn't better than mine, then boy, oh boy, I feel bad for them.
Wow. There's probably a lot of people that fall in that bucket.
Yeah.
I actually think Strofe might be more athletic than Kyle.
Okay, now I know what you're trying to do.
We trying to hope? Or what? If we play basketball, I'm beating you 11-0.
I mean, Strofe.
Hey!
You want to put money on that? You gonna beat me 11-0?
I won't put money on the fact that I win 11-0.
So who would win
I would
one-on-one?
put money on winning.
No, you wouldn't beat me in one-on-one basketball.
I'll put money on it.
I know you wouldn't. Listen, I haven't shot a basketball, and Lord knows when.
Same here. I'll still win.
It sounds even.
I saw you shoot a basketball last year on a video, and you were trash. With a capital T.
He's real rich to call somebody trash on a video he saw when you don't even know the last time you picked up a basketball.
It doesn't matter. I know exactly what
Your
I'm doing.
knees will not help you move laterally.
Those knees,
I
Kyle.
would baby him in the paint like it was easy. I would be Shaq to him.
You just back him up?
And he'll be
Benny,
Bradley.
we've talked about this idea for a long time, right? The Olympics. We need to have a Kyle versus Strofe Olympics.
I would love that.
Oh, wow.
Strofe is not more athletic.
7 athletic events. I will win at least 5 of them.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
800-990-3776. Alex Strofe versus Kyle Wallace in a KBN Olympic challenge. We need your help picking 7 events that we can execute here for Strofe and Kyle. I'm even fine if it's not one-on-one, one being a free throw shooting competition.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I like that.
Sure.
A game of horse?
Sure. I mean, I don't know. I had to practice being in the gym, but I know I couldn't play up to 11 because I'm too out of shape, but I can play up to 5.
What about a pickleball competition?
Sounds too risky for my knees.
I'm good with that.
Do you have an injury designation?
Yeah, like what is this? Are you on the IR already?
Injury. Making too many excuses.
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm just telling y'all this. Remember when I had that video of me running and you guys were pretty impressed by how quickly I could run?
I wasn't.
No, I was moving. The young kids like,
you were moving.
Kyle.
It doesn't mean you're moving fast.
No, I ran fast. I probably would have ran a 40 in like 5-1.
800-990-3776. We're making the 7-sport Olympic challenge between Alex Strofe and Kyle Wallace happen. Now, I'll give you each one event that you're confident in, so you each have an event that you feel like you can win.
I like that. Call your shot, if you will.
I'm not really worried about much. I just need some time to stretch, because I'm not going to lie to you. Running up the stairs, sometimes I go, ooh, almost, that's Achilles, almost an Achilles.
What would be the event that you are confident in? That you're like, you know what? Hey,
we do have Billy and Sussex 40-yard dash.
Oh, I don't know how fast Strofe is. I have no idea, but I feel like I can beat him in a race.
All right,
pretty confident.
I'm making a list, and we will finalize this list.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty confident in that. I'm pretty sure I can. I haven't benched in 6 months, but I'm pretty sure I can probably.
Weightlifting isn't like
It's not a sport.
It's not like fun for an athletic competition.
You have to do like push-ups, I guess, but we already did that.
Yeah,
we already did that in the studio.
Free throws, horse, 40-yard dash.
This is really
can I throw my game?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, I want darts in there.
Darts.
Oh no, I'm not.
That's
That's not athletic.
It is. It's hand-eye.
No, it's not athletic.
Do you want pool? You want ping pong?
You want to do pop-a-shot? You want to do skee
all
ball?
I hear-
What is
No.
this? These are games for children. I'm like, exactly. No arcade.
Bar games.
Hey, all I hear is no.
I'm darts. What?
You each get to pick one event of your own.
When's the last time you watched somebody shoot darts? on TV. I want the sports that people actually watch.
Mini golf.
Yeah, I can do mini golf.
Bags.
Yeah, I can do bags. Sure, even though that's not really athletic, but a 14.
Do you want it to be harder? You want it to be a higher degree of difficulty?
I want it to be a physical type of activity, something that is mano-a-mano.
Oh,
let's do some. We did arm wrestle.
Appleman in the Orchard chimes in. Unfortunately, we'd have to get an approval on an eating contest. But how about eating a whole apple pie without using your hands?
Again, that is not athletic.
I'm out on that.
I'm trying to do something athletic, not this.
Ramon from Milwaukee just called in and then he dropped out. But he said, "Hey, it's Wisconsin. We got to do beer pong or beer bong."
We could do beer pong if approved, even if there's no beer in it.
Okay. This isn't even athletic. I can beat y'all in beer pong. This is now you can just y'all might as well compete. I mean, we doing this type of stuff.
Why,
darts.
Kyle sounds so scared.
You're getting defensive when you're saying you can beat us.
You are so scared.
Hear me out. If we're gonna do skee ball and badminton.
We're taking all suggestions
bowling
right now.
This is brainstorming.
Ooh, bowling.
No,
that's a good one.
Everybody should do it because these are things that I don't know how good Brad is at darts, but his athletic ability, it doesn't mean he's going to be good at darts.
Ainsley in Milwaukee, 800-990-3776. A suggestion for the 7-sport Olympic challenge between Alex Strofe and Kyle Wallace. You're up.
Hey guys, I'm thinking back in the day you had to do the Presidential Fitness Award thing in grade school.
Oh boy.
I mean, these are all things that are easy, no blaming on the knees to climb a rope or how long you can keep your chin above a bar holding. And, I think the beer pong, though, with the water, maybe cornhole, Kyle has no excuses then.
I mean, we're already getting them, Ainsley. We appreciate the call.
All I'm saying is this. We all might as well participate. Let's do a pump, pass, and kick at that, Brad. You have to have a handicap or whatever it's called with your punt. But let's all compete because these aren't things. Bags is not an athletic thing. Heck, I could beat Ben in bags. I could beat you in bags.
Ray chimes in. Kyle is taking a
12th place.
Kyle is talking a big game for someone who is not promoting any sport he's good at.
I was pretty good at football in high school. Basketball, I tore my knees up. I started as a freshman on the freshman basketball
you want to throw some footballs through tires? Because I'll beat you in that, too.
Ooh,
sure, we can do that.
Footballs through tires, classic.
Let's do pump, pass, and kick.
Softball home run derby.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, let's do that. I mean,
Doug in Kenosha, you're up for a suggestion for the Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe 7-sport Olympic Challenge, 800-990-3776.
I got boxing. I would like to see you two go at it.
Yeah,
that would be a
Hey,
thrill.
that might happen the next commercial break, given the way he's talking.
Yeah, get some gloves.
Powerful.
I know I can throw some hands for about 80 seconds, 90 seconds. Then after that, I'm wheezing.
Diving in Lake Michigan, where a head must go underwater, unlike what Kyle did.
I'll take the L on that one.
Oh my God!
Wow, wave the white flag.
All he does is say no and make excuses. You are no fun at all.
No, I just said let's do it, but I said forget me and Stroke. Stroke gonna embarrass all of us when we lose to him in darts. It ain't gonna just be me.
Yeah, that was a very confident dart suggestion, Strofe.
What about
You must be a
curling?
ringer.
I mean, I produced Matt Hamilton's radio show for 2 years. I'm going to win that.
Doesn't mean you're any good at curling.
I've been curling. Kyle, have you?
Come on, now I'm a brother from Milwaukee. You think I've been curling?
I've actually never been curling. I lied to you.
Would shuffleboard be the easy, curling correlation?
Hey, Brad. I think you and I have played shuffleboard, haven't we?
We have played shuffleboard.
And who won?
Strofe won.
See, that's what I'm saying.
won.
This isn't athletic. I mean,
We're just taking suggestions. Holy cow! You are so scared to lose that you're freaking out.
Yeah,
don't like losing.
he knows he's going to lose.
This is great.
Some of the games.
Team Strofe, by the way, just to watch this guy squeam.
To be honest, the darts thing triggered me because me and my lady, back early on in our dating, as a matter of fact, it was Memorial Day weekend of like 2021, 2022, and her and I did a darts game against another couple, and we got our behinds handed to us. So I said, I ain't playing darts no more. I was disappointed.
I also would like to throw in, I would personally love to see Kyle and Strofe kick field goals.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I can probably
that would
win
be a
that
treat.
one.
You know why? Because nobody could be worse than the producer of Wildy and Tausch, Jesse the Hall Monitor, Whitey Tighties Nelson. If you're not on YouTube, at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison, you will see a video that was shot and posted on Twitter X from ESPN Milwaukee. It might be on Instagram as well. And it is an embarrassment of our entire station. Jesse Nelson went out there and I'm going to kick a field goal today. And he did his best, and I want Kyle to react live, as he has never seen Jesse Nelson on social media because Kyle lives under a rock, as this was posted about 4 hours ago.
Oh, wow.
Strofe, let me know when you're good to start playing it, because I think you should play it now because of the delay so Kyle can look up at the TV.
All right. We're
There
here
you
at
go, Kyle. You see?
Titletown, Associated Bank hosting Wildy and
Yes.
Tausch today, and I've been challenged by Jason and Tausch to do my best to kick an extra point, a 33-yard field goal here on this full-size football field in Titletown. So I'm going to do the best that I can. 33 yards is a really long
best that I
way.
can, huh?
We're going to find out how hard it is to kick, like Braden Narbison and Anders Carlson and Brandon McManus and everybody that's been rolling through Green Bay this season. So here goes nothing. Whoa, right to those guys over there.
Whoa!
So we got
Those
another
guys
chance at it,
over
right?
there.
That's how McAfee does it on game day. Get enough on it, so we got to give it a little more. Here we go.
Attempt number 2.
Kind of give it a little more oomph, he says.
Oh, my God.
That one didn't even make the goal line.
No, and it went straight left.
Is he kicking off a tee, too?
So now,
Like a kickoff tee?
It's just like a holder.
It's just a holder.
Oh, just a holder. Okay.
Yeah. There's no boost for him. Do you think you could do better than Jesse?
19 yards, chip shot.
19 yards chip
Yeah,
shot.
this one is.
Play-by-play, Strofe.
All right, so he's near the right hash at the Titletown field, lining up for a 19-yard field goal, gets the leg up,
Oh, my God.
skips into the end zone.
God.
Skips into the
How is your 33-yard field goal better than the 19?
Did that get 3 feet off the ground?
a 19-yarder. Game on the line.
Game on the
Game on the
line.
line. Oh, God.
Done.
Here he goes from the right hash. It is up. Not really, though. It is short.
What is he doing? Does he have an athletic bone in his body?
Packers roster either.
This is lacking.
Have you tried kicking field goals, Kyle?
Not in over a decade, but
Do you-
I'm
do
sure
you
I'll
think
be
you can do better?
I can do better than that. I can get the ball in the dang air.
Croquet, badminton.
I'll do badminton for
Ooh.
sure.
Oh, so you'll do badminton.
Oh yeah, I'm very confident.
What do you think about badminton, Strofe?
I haven't played it since middle school, but I'm in.
Yeah.
I've got a little tennis in my background.
Oh, tennis. What about tennis, Kyle?
Yeah. Again, I would just need to stretch, fellas.
Oh,
Just
I think we
stretch.
should throw tennis on there then.
Yeah.
Although
Badminton would be more.
it's getting
fun
cold
than
out.
tennis.
It's indoor.
Indoor tennis courts at the Princeton Club in New Berlin. I'd be happy to set you guys up.
Oh wow, look at that.
I'd love to see like swimming too.
Oh,
You know, like down and back.
Why'd you
No,
make
cool.
a face?
I mean, I swim. I could swim.
Strofe, you can't swim.
No, I can't.
You can't swim?
No, I can swim.
Are you
do-
sure?
are you doggy
that pause?
Are you doggy paddling from start to finish?
I mean, I do like a good doggy paddle, but
You
I can
can't-
do a butterfly.
I don't want
I
you
know
to
how to
drown.
swim.
You can't do a butterfly.
No, I mean, I took swim lessons as a kid. I had a pool in my backyard as a kid.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
So
Oh wow.
Wow.
I can swim a little bit.
800-990-3776. Ray chimes in the famous words of Alex Strofe himself. Kyle Wallace, grow a backbone.
Listen, I'm down. I'm down to do it, but I'm just saying this should be a KBN challenge. It should just be me and Stroke because we're talking about some things that don't take too much athletic ability.
The problem is Brad and I are going to end up like doing too well in most of these.
Doug just called me back, who initially had the idea of boxing. He's sticking with the violence. Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, you have to have a
Dodgeball.
team for dodgeball. But Strofe already beat Brad in one of the things that were suggested.
Why are you so scared of everything?
I'm not scared of
Why?
everything.
Like
He's
he
not
wants
scared of
everyone
everything.
in it because he's so scared of you,
He's
He's not
Strofe.
scared of everything.
He's scared of
me.
you.
He's scared of me.
Yes.
you
the man,
also-
the man
his
who
head.
tried to cheat last week in arm wrestling.
I mean, yeah, you tried to get out of arm wrestling last week too.
Because of the fact that on Tuesday my arm was still hurting. That's why I'm trying to save my body. I don't think y'all understand.
We'll make you sign a waiver and make sure that everything's appropriate for your liking. If any what are those soft tissue injuries happen
Yeah.
because of those are going to be on you. I do know a physical therapist
A
though.
little bit of prep, Kyle.
No, what I want is be
Take
on you all.
ownership
I
of your
want
body.
you all to pay for this full body massage I'm going to need after I do all this athletic ability.
Just take an Epsom
movement
salt
things.
bath. Go to QC Kinetics. You'll be all right.
Okay, you guys got a lot of suggestions.
Randy in a dump truck, give me a
Wallet.
beep.
That's a weak horn.
Weak horn today, Randy.
Hey, I don't. Let's do this. Let's make it a team event. Kyle, Brust, Nortman, and your producer in a pro wrestling match against me and my 3 grandsons, and I'm 67 years old, 220 pounds.
Yeah, Randy, I don't want to send your ass to the hospital.
Randy, I'm going to open the can of whoop ass on you.
Never happened, baby. Never happened.
Powerball, courtesy. What is it? Courtesy of Captain Insano.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, though. I don't want to wrestle someone that says it.
What the frick was that reference?
Waterboy.
Yeah, Waterboy. I got that one. I don't want to wrestle someone that says it as wrestling. That makes me a little bit nervous.
Yeah, I don't want to wrestle someone that offered up his grandkids to wrestle. What the hell? I'm not doing that.
800-990-3776. We'll be back on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. If you have suggestions for the 7-sport Olympic challenge between Alex Strofe and Kyle Wallace, because Kyle Wallace is so scared of Alex Strofe, who lives rent-free in his head,
Man, we love
please chime
fake
in.
narratives, boy. I tell you, this place.
Strofe, is this a fake narrative?
The lies.
I've never seen see red this way.
It's
fake
crazy.
news. This is fake news.
Look at now he's acting like he's above all this.
Kyle, we've come up with a bunch of suggestions. When we come back in 4 minutes, I want you to whittle it down to your top 5. I will let you pick 5 of the 7 events.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
There it is. It's happening. Packers, Texans, noon, CBS, Nance, Romo. We hit it all. Next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Craig Counsell bobblehead that was given away, and we, just did a nice, soliloquy. Is that the right word?
Yeah, like a montage.
Like a Virgil.
Vigil?
Vigil.
A vigil. We did a vigil.
Vigil.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. On this show, it's always football season.
And your argument was that the coaches wanted him to return it.
Yeah, I think
and he very clearly said no.
They wanted him to take it to the house.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Play the results, are we?
That's what coaches do sometimes, yeah.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
There's a good chance you're on a budget. We all are. But she wants a diamond. You know it. I know it. And Robert Hack Diamonds knows it too, because they offer a huge collection of lab-grown diamonds, and they sell them at crazy prices. How about 2-carat total weight diamond studs for $8.95? Robert Hack Diamonds can get any size, shape, or clarity in natural or lab-grown diamonds. Don't buy until you call Robert Hack Diamonds. $8.95 for a 2-carat pair of diamond studs. Oh, baby! Robert Hack Diamonds in Greenfield and in Brookfield. Why overspend when you can save at Robert Hack Diamonds for the same diamond you're looking for? Some jewelers are charging nearly $5,000 for a lab-grown diamond. Not Robert Hack. Your visit will be worth it, and she'll think so too. Robert Hack also offers repair services in cash for your old gold. But remember, before you do anything, as I did, RobertHackDiamonds.com, and visit them in Brookfield or in Greenfield.
PrizePicks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 10 million users. Mark Toscher here, excited to tell you all about PrizePicks, the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. All you do is pick more or less on a 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. Get in on the daily action with your friends and become part of the PrizePicks community today. You can now win up to 100 times your money on PrizePicks with as little as 4 correct picks. PrizePicks is the best way to win real money this football season. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports opinions into real money all season long on PrizePicks. Sign up today. Get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Download the app today. Use code WI to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Use code WI to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. Run your game.
If you're looking for a way to stay hydrated and energized, just keep it simple with Water Joe. 2 simple ingredients. That's right, water and caffeine. You get the help to staying hydrated and that extra boost of energy that we all need. No sugar, no additives, no off flavors. Just great tasting water with caffeine to give you a boost. That's all. Next time you want some healthy, clean energy to get you through the day, hydrate and energize with Water Joe. Find Water Joe at your local Pick and Save and Metro Market locations today.
When it comes to accurate, reliable election information for Wisconsin voters, visit the official site. It's myvote.wi.gov. It's the big cheese, you could say. It's your one-stop source for official Wisconsin election information. Find your polling place, see your sample ballot, make sure your registration is up to date, and more at myvote.wi.gov. Sponsored by Wisconsin Elections Commission. Aired by Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Toscher here for my friends at Kohler Services. If you need a bath or shower remodel, turn to Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, get 0 interest for 12 months and a free shower door with your Lugstone shower remodel. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote. With fast, professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
And we've got cymbals. Oh, well, you went to the saxophones part. Got a saxophone.
What is this?
Because we've got a band. You got to sing with me, Stro.
This doesn't sound like Friday before football game music here.
In the band.
Is this hype up weekend music? I don't know the song either.
What is a band without a saxophone? Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. I played this for Alex Strofe earlier. We were singing it together. So, inside joke, cool.
Can we get turnt music?
We'll get turnt music.
Let's get
just
New
relax.
Orleans theme music, but like rapper music.
Oh, wow.
And now he's demanding things after backing down from a challenge because he's scared of Alex Strofe. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show. We have narrowed down the Olympic challenge between Kyle Wallace and Alex Strofe to 7 events. Alex is so gracious to give Kyle 5 events to pick because he's been such a baby about this that we have landed on a 40-yard dash from Kyle Wallace.
Oh, wow.
A mini golf challenge.
Good.
A game of tennis.
Good.
1v1 up to 5 in basketball.
Oh, that's not very much of a game, but okay.
And punt, pass, and
shake,
kick.
buddy.
Oh, I like that one, actually. That's fun.
You get to choose the last 2 events to round out the 7. What do you got?
I got ping pong and darts.
Yeah, I'll play ping pong. I've played before.
He's just
Probably not
oozing
well.
with confidence.
No. I'm at the end of the day, I can play ping pong. Ping pong's like tennis, basically just at a smaller table. Matter of fact, actually, I went to school with a young lady.
Garrett has a good one, though. The pacer test.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, that would be
Beep.
That would be great.
That would be funny
entertainment.
because you guys would end so soon.
Very quickly.
Well, I would sit like in a lawn chair with a carbless and just watch you guys just beep, beep, or run back and forth. That would be the viewership that we would get on YouTube would be unbelievable.
3.
The pacer test.
Yeah, I'm out of shape.
Come on. Why aren't you having fun?
I am having
You're not fun.
I'm having fun.
that-
I just,
That sound.
Memories of
It
gym
brings up
gym
chills.
class.
Can we add boxing to that? Why not, Strofe? You don't want to box?
I don't think our company would sign off on that one.
Sock and boppers, maybe?
Oh,
Josh from Heartland chimes in.
Try again.
Sock and boppers.
Sock 'em, bock 'em.
Isn't it Rock'em Sock'em Robots?
No.
2 different toys.
Jeez.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots is like the little action figures.
Sock and boppers goes back to our childhood.
Those are like inflatable gloves.
That you put water
Oh.
in and you bop
Yeah.
somebody with it. Bop,
Yep.
bop, bop. Or we can put it on
Do they
hard
hurt?
hands and bop, bop, bop.
It lessens the blow.
Yeah.
Josh from Heartland chimes in. Kyle would win a gold medal in making excuses.
Thank you.
And it's time now to hear from Greg Cosell, who joined the Ross Tucker pod, because Brad has a real strong love for Greg Cosell. Can you give me a little background here why you like him so much?
He's on a different national program on a weekly basis during the NFL season. And before I moved back to Wisconsin, I'd listened to this program a bunch. And I just felt like Greg Cosell, working for NFL Films for 30 years, the dude is insightful. He just tells what the film says to him, right? Unbiased. I'm just watching film, and I'm going to objectively evaluate these teams and these players. So I always felt like he had great insight. I always learned a ton. I think he's very respected in the NFL world.
Well, we'll see if you think the guy that Brad respects is right on his eval of Jordan Love.
I think Jordan Love is physically and just traits-wise a top 3-4 quarterback in this league. He still has some things to clean up. He still has a tendency to throw a few too many balls off balance, falling backwards, and that has to be cleaned up. There's no question, because that will lead to some bad throws. But what they do offensively, and this comes from Matt LaFleur, it's funny you asked me this right after we spoke about the Bills. They do so many good things schematically that it really creates throws for Love, and he's such a good thrower of the football.
Such a good thrower of the football, with praise to Matt LaFleur. Brad, this is your guy. What do you take from it?
I was excited when I heard this. I mean, when people out there that are not current Love believers, right? Because I think I speak for all of KBN when I say we are bullish on Jordan Love, and we believe in Love. And I think for the people that are out there wondering, like, okay, is he that quarterback? Is he that good? When I hear unbiased praise from national media, particularly a guy like Greg Cosell, who just literally tells you what the film is showing him, unbiased, completely objective, I think you have to walk away incredibly excited about not only Jordan Love, but then also he talks about Matt LaFleur schematic-wise. A combination of that coach and that quarterback is only destined for great things. And of course we know, because we see from time to time Jordan Love needing to clean up certain throws, right? Like, is he completely set? Is he making good decisions? But those are just nuanced, small things that will take him from really good to elite. But those things that he's talking about, physical traits, being a great thrower of the football, you can't teach that. That's only somebody that has that inherently. All the other quarterbacks in the league, all the other teams in the league are hungry for a quarterback like that. Not only do the Packers have him, but they have one of the greatest offensive minds schematically in the NFL too. So it just got me absolutely pumped when a guy I respect that much has that much praise about Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur.
Well, if you're not a true believer in Jordan Love and you're still kind of hating, tell us why. 800-990-3776.
You know what's interesting to me is overall, when I look at Jordan Love, we think he makes some risky plays, right? Risky throws. Some of his decision-making definitely is questionable. And sometimes you're like, but at a certain point, you say, and when you say, and you're like, oh, so many times of like, wow, he completed that. Wow, they made that catch. Like, even to throw to Romeo Doubs, right? Sometimes some people might think, oh, he rolled out and he just threw it up there because he understood the coverage. But he put the ball in such a good spot that Romeo Doubs understood because of the connection that they have. Let me slow down, adjust my body, and go and get this. Because you got to remember, a receiver is the one attacking the football while the corner is the one trying to defend. And so putting that ball in the place that he did for Romeo to stop, adjust, and go and get it while the corner is just kind of looking and trying to follow what's going on with the receiver, that is the greatness of Jordan Love. So I understand that sometimes we think some of these throws are risky, but the fact that the percentage that he completes these risky passes at shows you the overall greatness that Jordan Love has. Now, he is an incomplete product. He really is, and I think that's what the gentleman was talking about, how incomplete he is. But the way he plays within this offense, the way that he can avoid taking sacks, the way that he has a great pocket presence just shows you how good he is. And again, I go back to that throw to Romeo Doubs because that just shows the pocket presence that he has in understanding, we got a free runner here. So being able to calculate free runner means I'm probably going to have one-on-one coverage down there with Romeo Doubs, so let me throw it up there. That just shows you the greatness and how quickly he can make great decisions. Once he gets it all together and becomes a more finished product, really the sky is the limit for him, and that's why I feel like we all think he's going to be so great.
Yeah, I found it really intriguing because I pointed to that play live and tweeting about that play. I remember after the Romeo Doubs catch for his second touchdown when it was Jordan Love reading the defense brought 7. And I had flashbacks of other games where he read the defense and found the right guy, even if it was one-on-one coverage and he had more time. But this one, he didn't have a lot of time. And he put it in a place where Romeo Doubs could go get it, and understanding that Romeo Doubs is his likely best 50-50 ball receiver to this point. When he's on the field, when he's locked in, he goes and gets it done. And so I love the fact that even though it might not be like, oh, he's scrambling, he's falling off his back, like that ability to recognize defenses this early in his career and identify matchups and deliver a product that was able to be caught by Romeo Doubs, I was completely just in like, oh man, he just got something here that I don't see a lot of quarterbacks do.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because not only did he read the blitz and he made a decision to throw to Doubs, but I mean, Jordan Love watches film, right? He has an intimate knowledge of the personnel on that defense. So within a split second, he knows Okay, there's pressure. I need to get the ball out of my hands. What is the matchup I like most on this field? Who is the guy, who is the cornerback that I feel like I can pick on? Who is the guy that has the most ability to beat their guy one-on-one? So it's not like he's just seeing the blitz and is closing his eyes and just saying like, okay, whoever wants this, go get it. He knows the matchups. He knows the cornerbacks he can pick on, and I know he knows what the percentages are and what the probabilities are. So Jordan Love, just another example of an unbiased national media objective observer who sings his praises. And I think that only Packer fans can walk away optimistic, not only about this season, so many seasons going forward.
800-990-3776. If you still don't believe in Jordan Love, what the heck are you waiting for? What the hell are you waiting for? Anyone get that reference? Old song back in the day?
Jay-Z,
pretty good.
Hey, powerful. Yes, Strofe?
I was just going to say, that's Encore by Linkin Park and Jay-Z, right?
It is, yes. Everyone said Jay-Z, but I was thinking of the actual
Minor?
band.
Fort Minor?
I think you're right about not. I don't think it's Fort Minor. That's like the
Linkin Park
remember the game or remember the name.
Encore. Can I get an encore? Do you want more?
Yeah, but he ripped that off from that original band that I can't think of right now.
Yeah, but you could think of Jay-Z, so that's why you should probably. Yeah, I think it is Linkin Park. And
Maybe.
Again, or Limp Bizkit. It was Limp Bizkit.
I don't think it's Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit.
You said that so confidently, too.
You know what I'm confident about? What's Brad's plans
Linkin Park.
for the weekend?
Oh, yeah, guys. I've already got it planned out. Listen to this. Close your eyes and imagine absolute fall bliss, which includes a carbless in your hand, and watching football. There's so many good games on this weekend. NFL, college, my alma mater, the green and gold. It's all an opportunity to grab yourself a nice, cold carbless. Be a pretty warm weekend, so it'll taste extra fresh, and be able to enjoy all the goodness that carbless is. And there is so much goodness because it's a guilt-free experience, guys. It really is. No carbs, no sugars, gluten-free, only 100 calories per can, and less carbonation. I actually had some carblesses last night. We had some pizza. We watched the Thursday night football game, and I washed it down with some carbless. It hits every single time. Let's see. Last night, I believe I had pineapple, black raspberry. I believe I also washed it down with a margarita. There's so many flavors out there. Classic cocktails, fruit, the margarita 4-pack. It's unbelievable. Carbless just hits every single time. If you haven't tried carbless, you need to discover why less is more. If you have, then you're already a faithful, loyal customer of carbless because you know how good it is. Not only is when you taste it, but a guilt-free experience. Less is more, so grab yourself a carbless this weekend.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin with producer Alex Strofe, who it's his time to shine, whether it was this morning on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, 7 and 9, in the host seat, running it with Mark Chimera. We're on Mr. Irrelevant on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison at 12:30 like he was today, or running our show. It's time for Becoming Relevant next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
So they are lucky. Those other teams, whether it's Kentucky or whether it's Oregon or was it TCU?
That was TCU.
TCU, they're lucky I didn't play in that game. You got upset by a bad team, TCU.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Kyle Walls for Universal Windows Direct. Right now, for every 2 windows you buy, you get 2 free. Buy 2, get 2. Buy 4, get 4. Call 414-410-2000 to schedule your free in-home estimate today. Fall is here, and it's the perfect time to replace those old, drafty windows. And remember, for every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free. Plus 0% financing for 60 months. Restrictions apply. For the last windows you'll ever need, go to UWD.com, and like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Want that mirror finish on your car? You need Z-Gloss by Z-Bart. Z-Gloss is a 3-layer ceramic coating that not only gives your car that mirror finish, it protects it from everything that Mother Nature can throw at it. Visit zbart.com for more information.
2 touchdown catches from Romeo Doubs in his return from suspension, plus touchdowns for Jaden Reed and Christian Watson as Jordan Love leads the Packers to a 34-13 victory at home over the Arizona Cardinals. Here's Jordan Love after the win.
We just got to keep building upon it, build off this win, off this performance, and go back, handle business this week through our practice. And, we got a really good team coming in here next week. So definitely got to build on this momentum and, keep this rhythm going we got.
Packers, by the way, on defense, recovered 3 fumbles as well.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
It's bird bashing season when you swoop into Potawatomi. Thursdays, you could win up to a wicked 50 grand cash in the Bird Bash Game Show. Just play with your rewards card all October for entries. All Bird Bash entries go towards a December 20th giveaway with a monstrous 300 grand in prizes. Bird Bash makes its bewitching return. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Learn more at paysbig.com/birdbash. Must be 21 years old to play.
It's time for the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart, located at 16th and National in Milwaukee. National Liquor Mart is packed with deals for all your beverage needs, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily.
It's another year of championship expectations for the Milwaukee Bucks, and no one is more acutely aware of that than superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo. In an article released by Sam Amick from The Athletic, Giannis said, quote, "Yeah, if we don't win a championship, I might get traded. Yeah, this is the job we live. This is the world we're living in. It's everybody," unquote. Well, it certainly seems like a long shot Giannis would be traded from Milwaukee this season. It does shine a light on the title aspirations for the Deer, just a season removed from the blockbuster trade for Damian Lillard. Milwaukee's first game of the season will come against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers on Wednesday, October 23rd.
This has been the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart.
Gabe, where do you think our group should be taking our golf trip next year?
Jason, I don't know. Do you have time to figure it all out and get all the reservations made? I certainly don't.
Not really. I mean, I'm so busy. If I only knew somebody to call that might do all the work for us.
Oh, I know about Wisconsin Golf Trips. Their main business is booking groups from around the world to play all the great courses in our state, but they're now doing outbound trips for groups each year to places like Michigan, Minnesota, and Nevada. Plus, Wisconsin Golf Trips is even booking custom packages for Scotland and Ireland.
Oh, wow. Let's hit them up.
WisconsinGolfTrips.com.
Whether you're hauling, towing, or just plain trucking, it's Truck Month at Ewald Automotive Group. Shop hundreds of the toughest trucks from Chevy, Ford, GMC, and Ram with payments as low as $299 per month or financing as low as 0%. All backed by the Ewald exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Going on now while supplies last.
Go to EWaldAuto.com.
Select models with approved credit. See dealer for details. Offers expire month end.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Now what the hell are you waiting for?
Confirmed, not Limp Bizkit. Correct, Alex Stro? Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman with you. 800-990-3776 and on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. We just got done discussing a little bit about Jordan Love and how the scheme has a great impact on the success of his quarterback play. We talk about some of the decisions we've been seeing as he continues to mature. Nate in Milwaukee, your thoughts on Love's decision-making?
Yeah, it kind of cracks me up hearing you guys talk about how he had a great pass and Romeo Doubs, put in the right spot, and his decision-making, that's the only option he had, and he just threw it up. Doubs is the one that should get all the praise on getting his head turned, finding that ball, and bailing out Jordan Love. Like, if you take a look at the playoff game last year, he threw across his body. Now, I don't understand why we're giving Jordan Love a free pass on being in the league for 5 years, but he's being outplayed by Stroud, by Jaden Daniels, and we keep on giving him the benefit of the doubt on going, well, this is technically his only second
What do you not like about him? Really, what do you want to see before you're a believer?
I want to see him making a quick decision in the throws. Like, I mean, his decision-making, and he seems still antsy in that pocket, where he doesn't feel confident in the pocket and the play in the system. So he's in that pocket a long time. He's hesitant, and he doesn't actually take the look at the read and pass that ball and deliver it. So that's what I would like to see is his decision-making on reading that read and throwing that ball right away.
So what do you attribute the four-touchdown performance to? That's what I'm confused about.
Well, you can tell him, Kyle.
Okay. I
disagree. As I watch the game, I feel like he's making quick decisions. If he's waiting in the pocket, it's because his first reads are not open, and the line is amazing at giving him time, so he can dissect the defense at his whim. And when it comes to that play, I mean, yeah, it can be both. Romeo Doubs made an incredible break on the ball. He figured out how to come back, get his head around, and catch the ball. But Love also saw that the back was turned of the defensive back. He saw a matchup he liked, therefore high probability. The alternative is take a sack. So, I mean, look, he is not unlike any other quarterback that makes a mistake. First of all, Jaden Daniels has played 6 games. Like, I'm not ready to crown him after playing 6 games. He had a great start, and C.J. Stroud is good. But if you are not appreciative of Jordan Love being able to bring this team to a playoff berth, I mean, if you can't appreciate him, then I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I don't know what more you need to see out of a second-year starter for you to be like, yeah, we're lucky that we have a top 10 quarterback.
I mean, it's incredible to me when you talk about a play that was a great play. Do we understand that a lot of quarterbacks can't make that, right? Like, a lot of quarterbacks aren't able to process that quickly, get their eyes and understand what's going on. There's a few quarterbacks, probably 10 quarterbacks in the league that make that play at that level in the NFL, right? And then on top of that, what we have to remember is that there was early in the season last year that Matt LaFleur didn't fully trust Jordan Love to have a grasp of the offense. He didn't fully trust the guys around Jordan Love to have a great grasp of the offense based off what they displayed on the field. But since we heard him say, let it rip, Jordan Love has truly let it rip and has played at an extremely high level. Again, I understand this is his 5th season in the NFL, but it's only his 2nd season starting. And the progress that we have seen from when he played against the Kansas City Chiefs in his first career start to where he is now, he is leaps and bounds a lot better than that. And I don't think we should be, talking about, well, I CJ Stroud this or Jaden Daniels that.
Ben chimes in the 715. Who the hell are these people? They are idiots. We're Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. 800-990-3776.
I just don't know how long it'll take before we all start actually listening to and believing the people that know way more about quarterback play than we do. I saw both Dan Orlovsky and Chase Daniel break down some of Jordan Love's film this last week. That 4th and 1 play to Christian Watson, Chase Daniel said that is the best throw he had seen all year was Jordan Love doing that. So at a national level, unbiased, you just look at that and these guys are praising over Jordan Love. I don't know what we don't see. Why don't want to buy in? Don't you want Love?
That guy from Milwaukee has got to be a disgruntled Aaron Rodgers fan. There's no other reason to not be on board with Love, Aaron in Fredonia. And Justin in the 920. No, we didn't just wait for that guy to call in and then pounce all over that Love take. I swear we didn't.
I mean, it made it easy to pounce all over. We have to understand how fortunate we are to have a really, really good quarterback because there's other teams. I mean, Will Levis was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And we could be in a different boat where we can have a carousel of quarterbacks over and over and over. Just look south to the Chicago Bears where they finally just found one. But it's very, very, very tough to find a good quarterback. And we should be fortunate enough to have 3 in a row here.
And listen, people talk about his decision. Listen up, folks, KBN Nation. Most of KBN Nation's already on board. If he throws the ball 30, 35 times, is there one decision per game where I'm like, whoo, that was a close one? Yeah, there's one, but that's what Greg Cosell's talking about as far as like just a little bit of cleanup. A little bit of cleanup is going to take him from very good to great and elite with just small changes of decision-making and comfortability throwing the ball. He's right there.
This guy probably hated watching Brett Favre play. I'll tell you that much.
Well, there has been some moments of Brett Favre in Jordan Love in these early games, but he's finding his footing. I know, you're a Brett Favre apologist.
It's a little stressful sometimes.
Like winning.
All right, here's the thing. Packers and Texans are number 1 on the list here, right? Like, there's just no doubt about it. We all care about the Green Bay Packers, but there are some intriguing games as it, goes into the... All right, how are they all connected to the Packers? Well, the Vikings and Lions play. That's a huge game within the division. The Chiefs and the 49ers, that's a Super Bowl rematch. In order to get to the Super Bowl and maybe play the Chiefs, you have to likely beat the 49ers. I don't care about their record right now. I still believe that they will be there at the end, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I believe that. And the old band is back together, the Jets and the Steelers. How would you power rank the best games of the NFL weekend outside the Packers and Texans?
Can I throw one more out there?
Go ahead.
Monday night, Ravens at Buccaneers is a sneaky good matchup.
Sneaky good, but
that Bucs offense has been the best in the league.
I'm not disagreeing.
The Ravens are probably number 2.
Sneaky good, but it doesn't have the pizzazz that I feel like the other 3 do.
Brad? Bucs Ravens, you on board?
I just don't know the connection of like And it's
The
Monday
Ravens won
night.
the AFC Championship game last year.
And people don't believe in Baker Mayfield, even
Which
though they
is crazy.
should. They should. but people
Baker's
don't
a stud.
Yeah, they don't. Okay, all right. Well,
That's a little strong.
yeah.
They got two good running backs in Tampa.
Two really good
Do
wide
I really have
receivers.
to sell you guys
it's
to the
number
Buccaneers?
You don't have to
I'll
sell
tell you-
me on the Bucks, but I'm
I'll tell
just
you,
like,
it's already number 4 for me.
Yeah,
it's a good game.
I have
but
that
it's
higher
number
than
4.
Chiefs Niners.
all right, well, why don't we just all do what I asked us to do in the break and come back with our rankings outside the Packers Texans? That's next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
We've called him Whitey Tighties. We've called him the Hall Monitor. He's Jesse Nelson. Like, he's just, I am Jesse Nelson. Kyle, you're Jesse Nelson.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
That's the idea of a deal. Each side gets wins, right? They have Jordan Love under contract for the next 5 years.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino.
I think Packers fans would sign up for 12-5 today, and maybe they will be.
Right here on 94.5 ESPN and also streaming live on the Wisconsin On Demand app and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we've helped hunters gear up for the season for over 6 decades. So as you prep for this year's hunt, shop unbeatable deals on supplies to make your trip successful. Like 18-foot big game brand heavy-duty ladder stands, only $149.99. Hit the road with Motor Medic Instant Starting Fluid, just $349. And 5 quarts of Valvoline Full Synthetic Motor Oil start at $22.99 after $5 mail-in rebate. Gear up and save on the hunting supplies you need at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
It's time for the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Experience elite orthopedic care at OAW. Their skilled teams in Pewaukee, Brookfield, and Mukwonago offer tailored treatment for your needs.
The Milwaukee Bucks preseason in the books, and now all eyes set on Wednesday's opener at the Philadelphia 76ers. Former Sixers head coach and now Milwaukee Bucks head coach Doc Rivers, entering his first full season as the Bucks lead man, discusses the advantages of having a full offseason as the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks.
First of all, I can create my own staff, which is important. I think having the guys that you want around you matters.
It's Bucks and Sixers to open the NBA season Wednesday night, 6:30 tip, 6 o'clock pregame on our sister station, 620 WTMJ.
This has been the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Book your appointment today at orthowisconsin.com.
Football fans, get ready to elevate your game day experience. Milwaukee Broadhouse downtown has the ultimate package for stress-free fun this football season. With rides starting at $85 per person, hop on the round-trip buses from Milwaukee Broadhouse downtown for every green and gold home game. Enjoy all you can drink on the ride and a private restroom. Want even more? Upgrade your ticket and add on an all-you-can-eat and drink tailgate package for an additional $30. Spots are filling up fast. Book today at MilwaukeeBroadhouse.com. Milwaukee Broadhouse, located on MLK Drive downtown.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Join the roar of 18,000 Bucks fans at Fiserv Forum and be a part of the slam dunks, game-changing plays, and electrifying victories live. Witness the edge-of-your-seat action and unforgettable moments as they happen. You don't want to miss this. Grab your calendar, handpick your favorite matchups, and secure your seats for Dame time in Milwaukee and every incredible moment that comes next at bucks.com/tickets. That's bucks.com/tickets.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Dancing in the moonlight.
On Twitter at KBN ESPN, you'll find a poll. Outside of the Packers-Texans, which Week 7 game is most intriguing to you? Lions-Vikings leading the way at 79%. Chiefs-Niners at 7%. Jets-Steelers at 14%. Alex Strofe hasn't even casted his personal Twitter vote for the Ravens-Bucks that nobody's voted for, that he says is going to be the best game ever.
Wait a minute. I didn't say it was the most intriguing game of those four. I just said it is a very intriguing Week 7 game.
So he's saying he didn't vote for it.
Correct.
He put it on the list.
I didn't vote for it. No, I didn't vote for it.
I told you to need to put it on the list because nobody cares.
I don't think that's accurate.
Right now, I feel like it's pretty accurate.
You think it gets any votes? I don't think it gets one vote.
I'm surprised the Jets and Steelers got a vote.
What? Really?
I figured it'd be between those top two.
Really?
Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers.
Super Bowl rematch and Lions-Vikings, I figured would lead the way.
I don't know. Force-feeding Devontae Adams in Game 1? That's kind of fun.
TJ Watt
kind of a fun concept, yeah.
Mauling Aaron Rodgers.
Garrett Wilson.
We'll let those poll results come in, but I do want to get to becoming relevant here with Alex Strofe.
Hey, Mr. Irrelevant, it's time to become relevant. Strofe's time to shine on KBN starts now.
Guys, breaking news yesterday we didn't have the chance to get into. Virginia head coach Tony Bennett retiring today at the age of 55, just a few weeks before the college basketball season tips off. Bennett, of course, the son of former Wisconsin coach Dick Bennett. Tony played his college ball at UW Green Bay, played high school ball at Green Bay Preble, Wisconsin guy, won the national championship a few years ago, was the first number 1 seed to lose to a 16 seed. Shout out UMBC. Kind of A, weird timing, and B, shocking news out of the college basketball world.
I'll only go with A. This is the least shocking thing in the entire world. Sources close to me have let me know that Tony Bennett is one of those type of coaches that really enjoyed building relationships with players. And this is not an era of college basketball.
Show me the money. Shut up and show me the money. That's the era.
That's the era. And again, he won a national championship. He's got a great resume. He's a great coach. He's a great player. I am the least bit shocked that he's stepping away from coaching, but the timing is definitely odd. I don't know the contingency plan or if he's trying to set somebody up so that they could be the head coach this close 2.5 weeks before the season, but I'll always have 99% love for Tony Bennett and 1% disdain.
What's the 1%?
Tell me more.
Sat in his office at Virginia. I thought he was going to offer me, and he said, we're just not quite there yet.
Oh, wow. That would have been like his first year as the head coach, no?
Yeah, he offered me a scholarship to Washington State University where Klay Thompson played with him there.
Oh, that's cool.
But when he went to Virginia, I was not good enough for Virginia. Maybe he didn't want to go through the standards of trying to get me in.
I was going to say that was probably it.
From an academia standpoint.
You want to retake that ACT?
Yeah, Virginia's a little bit
But Stanford got me in with my ACT, so Virginia could have.
It's one of life's great mysteries, getting into Stanford.
He was new to Virginia. He couldn't do that.
He couldn't be like this Ben guy, this 6'2", suburban white guy. I don't know. My first recruit needs to be him.
He probably thought, what's his name? Jerome Guy?
Kyle Guy. Jerome Guy?
Kyle Guy and Jerome what?
Ty Jerome.
Ty Jerome. There it is.
Combining the two national championship players into one.
They're a little bit better.
Yeah, this is a shame for college basketball. I mean, they lost one of their
Roy Williams, Jay
guys.
Wright, Tony Bennett.
Yeah, I mean, those are even just all three of those guys, good guys of the sport. So talking about coaches that love the game, love the players, want to do it all right. And man, I mean, this era, I don't blame them for wanting to get out of it. I couldn't imagine how frustrating it would be to be a college basketball coach and have NIL and all the things. So I don't blame him, but it's kind of it's a sad day for college basketball.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. You better move on with them times. And if you didn't want to sit there and build a dynasty in a sense of building up people who can put money into the program, because Virginia football show ain't getting it, then he didn't have the time for it. So it's unfortunate that he's leaving. I'm a big fan of his father's, the legendary Dick Bennett. But him, oh well.
This is Becoming Relevant with Alex Strofe on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Alex Strofe insisted on adding this. Outside the Packers-Texans, which Week 7 game is most intriguing to you? The Lions and Vikings leading the way. Chiefs-Niners next. Jets-Steelers next. And the one that Alex Strofe wanted to add, still as we just put it out 5 minutes ago with 50 votes, 0% have voted for the Bucks and the Ravens.
I'll take my victory lap on Tuesday.
Sounds good.
Jack McVay of the Houston Rockets will become the first ever NBA player to wear the jersey number 58 in the NBA. Nobody has ever worn jersey number 58 until this year. Jack McVay of the Houston Rockets will become the first. 58's got to be up there for the most unappealing basketball jersey number, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
76.
Yeah, that's ugly too.
Depends how you play the game. If you're an enforcer, I think that's pretty intimidating.
I mean, it's a linebacker number.
He needs to have 2 wristbands, right? 2 wrist sweatbands, some tattoos. He's got to be thick as hell, and he's just got to be a disruptor. Like, he's got to use all 6 fouls in the NBA within 6 minutes. He's got to average 1 foul per minute to wear 58.
Yeah, he probably won't be on the team too long, will he? Is he good? I never even heard of this guy before.
I will put it this way: he is much better at social media than he is at basketball.
Well, this was a genius marketing move. He understood that his career in the NBA was going to be shortly lived. So how does he get his name out there? Be the first one to wear number 58. So we would not have known who he was, but now we will. So hopefully he'll be on social media.
It worked. We talked about him.
I can't believe somebody in all the years of the NBA, nobody's worn 58. Not even the 12th guy on the team.
So there's 15 now on the roster.
Regardless, you don't have 15 guys on the roster. Why would I choose 58?
AK-47 was pretty sick.
But just pure probabilities. Shocking.
Why would I choose 58? You have so many jersey options.
Well, you have so many guys that go through the NBA. It could be for any reason.
I didn't expect an Andre Karolinko drop on the show today. Well done by Benny there.
Thanks.
All right, last thing for you fellas. The Milwaukee Bucks signing former Duke star Justice Winslow to an Exhibit 10 or Exhibition 10 contract, whatever it is. Essentially, he's going to play for the Wisconsin Herd in Oshkosh. Benny, Justice Winslow, best known for touching the ball that he technically didn't touch against the Wisconsin Badgers.
Well, technically, he touched it.
He literally touched it. Technically, he didn't.
Got it. Yeah, you're right.
They said he didn't touch it. Regardless,
shift the momentum
against the Wisconsin Badgers in that national championship game. Are you rooting for Justice Winslow on the Wisconsin Herd / Milwaukee Bucks?
It's so easy to just be like, out of sight, out of mind. He's not going to contribute to the Milwaukee Bucks at all. Like, have fun in Oshkosh, buddy. Don't care.
Salty.
Oh,
yeah,
me too.
Seriously?
Have fun in Oshkosh, buddy.
Buddied him.
Buddied him. Oshkosh is a beautiful place. I love it.
Vegas.
He's going to have a lot of great things. He's going to have fun partying with the college kids.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah. A nice little Winnebago Lake there, right? Or Oshkosh Lake, something like
Lake
that.
Winnebago?
Lake
Yeah.
Winnebago. Yeah. Somebody's supposed to be jumping in Lake Winnebago. My goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Another debt not paid off by one of our hosts at Good Karma Brands.
Who's jumping in Lake Winnebago?
Supposed to be David Kaplan in the freezing temperatures after the Bears lost to the Packers.
Why Winnebago and not Michigan?
Because he's got a house in Oshkosh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually not that cool.
Well, the funny thing is he's Mr. Chicago. He's Mr. Caleb Williams.
And
he's on 7 to 10.
He owns property in Wisconsin.
And he realizes how beautiful Wisconsin is, but wants to be Mr. Chicago. He's such a fraud. What else is new?
That's classic Illinois people.
Really
Chicago
is.
people specifically.
And Bears fans, really.
Yeah.
All right, I got a fun scenario. Well, might not be fun to you, but I think it's fun. And it's going to come down to how much you trust Brandon McManus or not. I described the scenario in 2 minutes, and I want to know your thoughts and feelings. 800-990-3776. But first, line up those phone lines for the Palermo's Screamin' Pizza Friday giveaway. 800-990-3776. Caller number 10 will win a Screamin' Sicilian Pizza prize pack. Comes with pizza coupons. There might be a pizza cutter, might be some T-shirts, some mustaches that you have for the mustache pizza, which is the Screamin' Sicilian. If you want some cool stuff and some free pizza, now is your time. It's Frozen Pizza Friday, people. This is the best time ever to win a prize. 800-990-3776. Caller 10. 800-990-3776. Back in 2 minutes.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary. The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Hello, I'm Dan Fields. At Fields, we have a great selection of Range Rovers, Defenders, and Discoveries. Every model in stock, priced right, and ready for delivery. Stop by or visit online.
Plus, you'll become a member of the Fields Amenities Program with complimentary loaners, car washes, and gourmet coffee service, all at no charge. Integrity and customer satisfaction will always be the force that drives our business. To put it simply, Fields matters because you matter. At Land Rover Waukesha. Go to LandRoverWaukesha.com.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and are you ready to make some money betting on sports? We had a great week last week, and we're heading into basketball season next week. A great time to get signed up before Halloween. Go to FatJackSports.com. It's less than $80 a week to make money betting on sports. You can go through at least the Super Bowl or beyond and save even more. You get the Breeders' Cup for free. You get NBA for free through the end of the month when you sign up through October. Save money and win. Go to FatJackSports.com, FatJackSports.com.
Fleet Farm's having another great truckload sale, so make room for big savings. This Thursday through Sunday only, get bags of hardwood fuel pellets for just $4.99. 40-pound bags of black oil sunflower seed are on sale for $13.99. Pound bags of our own pistachios are 2 for $10. And cases of Fleet Farm water are 4 for $11. Load up on everything you need for everyday life at Fleet Farm's 4-day truckload sale.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN. The Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
I'm going to fast forward to Sunday around 2:50 in the afternoon. It's 27-24. The Houston Texans are leading the Green Bay Packers with about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin with Alex Stro running the show. 800-990-3776. 27-24. 2:15 on the clock. The Packers have the ball. They're at the 33-yard line. It's 4th and 4. Do you bring Brandon McManus out for a 51-yard field goal, or do you go for it? If you miss, they get the ball. They could run out the clock potentially. 2 timeouts, 2-minute warning. So maybe you have 3 stoppages if you get stopped. But you take it out of your hands if you don't get the field goal or if you don't get the first down. Brad Nortman, you're going to kick the field goal.
I'm going to kick the field goal. I'm going to kick the field goal. This is exactly why you have a kicker for this specific situation.
And if he misses, the whole world's going to go
crazy. Yes, they would. Now, that would go back to yesterday's show when I said, okay, KBN Nation, we got to refill our patience tank. We got a new kicker. And
patience tank? 27-24 against the Texans, and you want me to have patience?
I'm just saying, like, if he misses, don't freak out like we have with Carlson and Narveson.
Yeah,
he's the best,
I'm out
he's
on
the best guy available.
Tank thing. There's no patience tank in this scenario. 2:15 left in the game, 27-24. You need a 51-yarder on 4th and 4, and you're going to kick it, and if he misses, you want me to have patience?
Listen, it's his first game with the Green Bay Packers. I'm not saying that I'll be happy about it, but let's not run him out of town. And yes, I'm kicking the field goal. This is a classic moment. Why you have a kicker, why kicking even exists in the NFL, is so that you can figure out scenario probabilities, right? And the probability here is to get points while you can do it. 4th and 4 is no joke. Now, the only thing that would be, I'm trying to think of what would have to change about the scenario for me to adjust my reasoning, but I think you take the points. A 51-yard field goal is makeable.
Adjust the reasoning is if he misses, I mean, even if you, okay, for both reasons, right? If he makes it great, you're tied. If you go for it and they get the ball, you still can get a stop potentially to get the ball back, and you have to go down the field again, but you got to get the stop.
Yeah, because either way, if this was the only reason I'm like slightly considering going for it has nothing to do with the kicker. More to do with draining time off the clock to keep the ball out of CJ Stroud's hand.
Draining time off the clock. If you don't get it, you give them the ball back with the lead.
But if you get it on 4th and 4, you can go ahead and end the game.
If you get it. This is the NFL, fellas. This is a 51-yard field goal should be easy. Brandon McManus was signed here to hit field goals like this, to keep you in games, to give your defense a chance to make a stop and maybe try him back out there to attempt a 61-yard field goal. This is what you signed him for. You know there's not a lot of kickers we know the names of. Not a lot, but we all know who he was. If you go to Google,
that is true.
If you go to Google, you go to YouTube. You go to the YouTube.
YouTube.
I was trying to say the YouTubes. If you go to the YouTubes, guess what? He has highlights. The kicker got dang highlights. Do you know from 2020 to 2023, he made 28 field goals of 50+. 28 field goals of 50+. He led the NFL during that time. We signed him to kick these balls through the goalpost.
Kyle, you
4th and 4, 33-yard line, 2 minutes and 15 seconds left, 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. But you either got to kick a 51-yarder with Brandon McManus or go for it.
Kicking the field goal is the right decision. Plus,
what are you doing, Kyle? You didn't really ask.
I'm taking the points. I'm taking the points.
Well, you're attempting to take the points.
Listen, if we ask this about Mason Crosby, I ain't worried about that. I'm taking the points.
You would be. Anything over 50 yards for Mason his last 2 years was a little sketch.
Last 2 years, not in his.
Kyle, were you watching kicker highlights?
No, but I Googled Brandon McManus highlights to make a point, and there's a plethora of them. The Denver Broncos, he's a Denver Bronco legend, and you know why.
Altitude.
Yeah, he was 6-6 against the Patriots.
Ball flies farther in altitude.
Sure
but he hit him on the road, too. Stop
It's cold in there, too.
Just like the altitude.
You said it with so much passion and fury.
JB and the V definitely kicking the field goal. Brad is wrong, though. No patience. Narvdog and Anders were young kickers. McManus is established. Get it done.
So if he misses one field goal this weekend, we're freaking out again.
No, I'm not freaking out. He's rusty.
Yes, you are. If they lose in the scenario that we're in right now, you're telling me you're like,
okay.
We're 4-3.
You have a point. You have a point. I was just thinking about just missing a field goal like Narv.
We're in this scenario. Yeah, we're 4th and 4. 2:15 left against the Texans, down 3.
If he misses the field, I'm going to be pretty dang upset. I'm going to be upset, but I'm not going to cut bait with him. I believe that they signed a veteran. I can't be crying about signing Brandon McManus, and when they do it, and if he doesn't turn out to be great, I can't be sitting here pointing the finger at Goody like he made a bad decision. We talked about it yesterday. If Brandon McManus don't work, you have nowhere else to go. Literally, you're going to be talking about, we're asking, what's a trade scenario we want to happen? Stroke might be right. We might need to go get Eddie Pinheiro. Give a first-round pick, because if we can't get right with Brandon McManus, we have nowhere else to turn.
A first-round pick for Eddie Pinheiro.
When did I say anything about Eddie Pinheiro?
Somebody on our station, our great ESPN Wisconsin.
I think it was suggested by someone in KBN Nation.
I don't think it was me.
All right,
it wasn't you.
I don't know. All I'm saying is you got to get.
It was Chew Mania.
Is anybody eager to see this situation? I would love to see this veteran kicker in McManus.
I mean, if you're going to ask Packer fans, I'd be like, hell no, I don't want to be down 3.
Don't you want to see it, though? Because that will give you confidence down the road. It can help you with more schematic planning.
I want to be up 27-7. Let's try them out there. What do you mean, yeah, of course. I know I don't want stress.
If I could tell you Packers are going to win, wouldn't you want to see this unfold like this?
Of course.
Because
yeah, absolutely.
Because that
27-27, we went overtime. This is great.
Make it a 65-yarder if that's the case.
Because in that case, you get to build the confidence and the fan base's confidence.
What are you pulling the strings of the script writing of the NFL that you're telling us that this is going to happen?
I submit my suggestions. They would have written my career a little bit longer if I was script writing.
No, sometimes you got to know where you're at. Hopefully you write the script good for the Packers.
I want to see a game-winning field goal from McManus because of everything that would mean. Because think about that.
What if it was a game misser?
I still want to see it.
No,
oh my God! Get this guy off the New Orleans Super Bowl.
I don't want to see the Packers lose. I want to see him in this situation. Why? Because the rest of the year, you know whether you can rely on him for this type of things. There's going to be more big games down the line. We've already talked about them, how there's so many NFC North games in San Francisco. You got to know if this dude is capable for you. He's had 10 years of capability. But for the Green Bay Packers, can you rely on him? How are they going to approach offensive planning the rest of the season? The only way you can figure that out is if you throw him in these kind of scenarios. So I'd rather see that earlier than see it later. That's all I'm saying.
No, I trust the fact that he's not a washed kicker, right? He was somebody who was still wanted by other teams. And so I feel confident that the Green Bay Packers have a guy that can make a field goal. It's not going to make or break his season on Sunday, whether he makes the kick or misses a kick. I believe that he is a savvy veteran that understands how to bounce back from missing kicks, and he's going to be fine. So I'm not too concerned about having to see him get his confidence. If he ain't got confidence from being in the league for over a decade, then I don't know what else he needs.
I'm just saying I want to see it. I think Packer fans want to see it. I think the team wants to see it. It's been so long since you had a kicker that you can say, you know what? Throw him out there.
This is the first day in a long time where Brad has truly shown his bias for special teamers.
It really
who doesn't want to see that?
You want to see the special teamers be a hero? I just want to see him kick the ball and make it.
But don't you want to see a kicker hit a game field goal for the Packers?
No, what I want to see is Jordan Love take the snap and take a knee and flip the football to the ref and go and celebrate. That's what I want to see. That's all I want to see, Brad.
I get that, but don't you want to see a Packer kicker have some success in a moment that matters?
He is a vet. He ain't Braden Narveson. He's not Anders Carlson, whatever his name was. He is a veteran kicker. I don't need to see him kick a game winner. I just want to see him kick field goals and make them whenever he needs to.
Until you do see it, you will have anxiety about whether he can do it.
No,
yes, you will.
Don't you tell me what I'm going to have.
You will feel
he will be putting off that anxiety.
Yes, until you see him hit a
what are
meaningful
y'all, my
game-winning
psychiatrist
kick,
now? Huh? You know me?
You're going to be a little nervous. You got to see it.
Well, what if you went to Underdog? Would you go higher or lower on McManus over 47.5-yard field goal?
I would go higher, definitely, at 47.5 field goal. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Brandon McManus, if you go to Underdog Fantasy, you can find out exactly what Brandon McManus higher or lower is for this weekend, just like I'm going to do it right now. But let me tell you this right now. Ben talked about it. Underdog Fantasy Sports is the thing to do, especially when it comes to watching sports. And that's exactly what I'll have. Brandon McManus, 1.5 field goals made. That is what his line is set at. It's higher than that. I'm going higher than 1.5 for Underdog Fantasy. You can do it as well. It's so easy to play. Just go to the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. You can download the app, or you can go to UnderdogFantasy.com and play Underdog Fantasy. I love playing on Sundays. My girlfriend, dad hit me up. My brother hit me up. My girl hit me up. They're like, it's time to play the Underdog Fantasy Sports app, and we have so much fun doing it. And you can win up to 1,000 times your money. Yes, 1,000 times your money by simply selecting higher or lower on multiple player stats. So whether or not it's field goals, whether or not it's yards, whether or not it's touchdowns, whether or not it's interceptions like our boy Xavier McKinney, you can have so much fun and win money by playing the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. But make sure when you download the Underdog Fantasy Sports app, you use promo code KBN. That is promo code KBN when you sign up, and they will match your first deposit up to, they will give you a cash deposit bonus up to $1,000. Yes, a cash deposit bonus up to $1,000 with the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. So get it today at the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. And remember, must be 18 plus and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned to play. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Packers Texans noon Sunday. Lot to get to. KBN Nation 800-990-3776. Would this be Jordan Love's biggest signature win? Because it'd be the biggest one of the year this year. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I think it's clear.
Yeah, and if Doc replicates what Booty did last year, or all I'm saying
Come on, guys! His name is Coach Bud!
If he replicates
Coach Booty!
What Coach Bud
on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Looks like westbound 94 starting off with an accident. It's just about ready to be wrapped up. It's just before Highway 67 off on the right shoulder, so just be careful with that. Otherwise, southbound 41, pretty heavy from Appleton Avenue all the way down to Capitol Drive. We've got some delays along southbound 43 as well from Silver Spring down to Capitol. Northbound's a little bit tight right past Fond du Lac Avenue. And westbound 94 slow from 16th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound slowing from about 84th Street to 68th. And Checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Mainly clear, a low of 47 at the lake, 41 inland. Tomorrow, sunny, breezy, and warm, a high of 70. Weather's brought to you by Tsunami Express Car Wash, where you can expect nothing but the best unlimited wash memberships, state-of-the-art wash technology, and powerful free vacuums. Located in Oak Creek, Waukesha, Greenfield, and now Milwaukee. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Greg Matzek, Gary Ellerson, the day after reaction show you need in your life.
This offense, Matt LaFleur's side of the ball, dragged this whole team through where they are right now.
It's Potawatomi Sportsbook Football Mondays with Greg and Gary.
The defense got hot at the right time. That might be what we're seeing here with the Packers defense as well.
Live from the Potawatomi Sportsbook Studios from 6 to 8 p.m. every Monday on 94.5 ESPN.
I'm Rick.
I'm Sarah. And I'm Monica.
We're hoping to meet you in Kenosha where I-94 meets Highway 50.
On the southwest corner, you'll see a brand new building. And it's huge.
Kessler's Diamonds is known throughout the Midwest for our amazing selection of engagement rings.
The sparkle of our diamonds.
Our lifetime trade-up policy on natural diamond stud earrings.
The construction of our diamond tennis bracelets.
Our incredibly customer-friendly pricing.
And the strongest jewelry warranty in the entire world.
She's not making that up. We're famous for our warranty.
Read it to them, Rick.
If you bought it at Kessler's, it's guaranteed. It's just that simple. Even if you lose a diamond, including the center stone, we'll replace it. All maintenance is free forever. Yes, it really is that miraculous.
Kessler's is 100% employee-owned.
Walk through our doors and you'll be greeted by one of the owners.
And we can do whatever it takes to make you happy.
Kessler's Diamonds is at the southwest corner of I-94 and Highway 50 in Kenosha. Come see us.
Looking for a totally rad flavor adventure, brochachos? Look no further than Surfer Boy Pizza as seen in Stranger Things. Each mouth-watering variety contains rich tomato sauce, delicious mozzarella cheese, and a gnarly range of toppings. The crust is crispy on the outside and airy on the inside. You'll think it was hand-tossed by the Surfer Boy Pizza dudes themselves. Look for it in the freezer aisle at your local store and buckle up your taste buds with Surfer Boy Pizza.
The 23rd annual A Novel event is coming. Sharp Literacy's yearly fundraiser will happen on October 30th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Pfister Hotel. The program will feature a presentation with Code Baby CEO Nori Daroga and elementary students, dinner and a voice auction. Funds raised at A Novel event will support the delivery of Sharp STEAM-based education programs to thousands of K-3 through 5th graders and educators across the Milwaukee, Waukesha, and Racine areas. Find tickets to October 30th's A Novel event at sharpliteracy.org.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's original craft vodka. In 1995, Tito Beveridge built his very own distillery and put his life savings into it. Since then, he's won the unanimous Judge's Choice Double Gold Medal at the World Spirits Competition, the Chairman's Trophy for World's Best Vodka Tonic, and many others. Tito's Handmade Vodka is still made on the same land where he started it, all in Austin, Texas. Distilled from corn and gluten-free. Visit us at titosvodka.com for recipes, videos, and more. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
So, on Monday I came in. My name's Ben Brust alongside Kyle Wallace and Brad Nortman, Alex Strofer on the show. And I was extremely excited about what I saw from the Green Bay Packers, putting a whole game together outside of Narvison, which hopefully has been fixed. And I really believe in the trajectory of this team. It's a big weekend, right? This is a big game against the Houston Texans. Character game, if Kyle wants to call it that. Must-win game, if you want to call it that. It's just a huge opportunity for them to put a stamp on a 4-2 record that is lacking a little bit of oomph, in my opinion. And I think Brad has that same feeling. Now, I am not letting that get in the way of how I feel about where they can go later in the year. But Brad is a very calculated man. He is a data dork. He studied in college. He read every page of every textbook in college. So he's very detail-oriented. And in order for Brad to truly come on these airwaves and for me to feel his voice actually echo confidence, I feel like you need this win more than anybody.
Yeah, the Packers, they need a signature win. Now, on Monday, when Ben Brust was handing out the Mardi Gras beads, I said I want
from
the
New
beads.
Orleans.
From New Orleans, where the Packers are going to be in February. I said I wanted them. I said I'd wear them. But y'all probably heard me hesitate just a minute.
Yeah, you're doing that thing right now. Y'all probably
and you know where my
heard me.
hesitation is? This team has yet to beat a good team, right? The two times they've faced good teams in the Eagles and the Vikings, they've lost. Now, they were close games in the end, and they clearly showed that they can hang with those teams. But you got to start beating good teams. You need a signature win or two along the way because the playoffs are littered with good teams. That's all it is good teams left. Packers certainly being one of them. So, to me, before I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm in 100%. Let's book the ticket. Let's place the bet at Potawatomi. I want to see this team have a signature win. Kyle's describing it as a character win. You need a signature win to really put yourself higher in the power rankings, higher in the Brad Nortman power rankings, because until then, you're just beating the teams you should beat. But you got to go out there and beat a good team. And there's no better situation than this weekend. You're at Lambeau Field. You just found your rhythm offensively and defensively. There are some injuries against the Texans, for the Texans, that are going to hold them back a little bit. So this is that game that I expect. Now, might I say, I do expect the Packers to have that signature win this weekend. But I can't be all Packers are going to the Super Bowl for sure, not a doubt in my mind, until I see a signature win. That's a data point. I'm a data guy. That's a data point that I just need to see.
For more data for Brad to hear for his argument, the Titans are currently sitting at 1-4. That's a victory with Malik Willis.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams are sitting at 1-4. That's a victory with Jordan Love. The Cardinals are sitting at 2-4. That's a victory with Jordan Love. And the Colts are sitting at 3-3, led by Joe Flacco mostly the last couple weeks. Now Anthony Richardson will be back, but they're 3-3. They have not beaten a team on the left side, where the win column is, where the team is over 500 currently.
And that's why the early part of this season is figuring out who your team is. That's what that first third of the season. Where are you at? You just talked about some teams that have more L's on that right side versus the left side. They know who we are. They know who they are. The Titans, not very good. We understand that the Rams are going to try to figure some stuff out when people get healthy. But overall, for the Green Bay Packers, what we do know is our Packers can beat worse teams than them, right? Subpar football teams, they not only can beat them, they can absolutely dominate them. We thought we finally had a pass rush when we had 8 sacks against the Titans. Not quite there yet, but you thought you had something, but they dominated them, right? They were able to step up and force turnovers against the Rams to put that game away. They were able to dominate a team like the Cardinals. So you understand that you can dominate subpar competition. Now this is your prove it game, right? This is an opportunity to play a team that will be there in the playoffs, that will be one of the final 4 teams or final 5 teams in the AFC that you think they actually have a chance to win a Super Bowl. So this is your chance. Now that Jordan Love is healthy, you don't have the excuse that this is Jordan Love's first game back, right? This is your opportunity with a healthy roster to go against this Texans football team and let everybody know we are a true contender in the NFL this year. So this is that show me game. This is that prove it game. And the Green Bay Packers absolutely must win this football game in order to be considered a real contender, because you're absolutely right, Brad. You're absolutely right, Ben. If the Packers lose another football game, then you keep looking at the fact that they can beat the bad teams, but they have not shown they can beat good teams. For us to get to where we want to be this year in the franchise that we believe we're going to be for the next 5 years, you have to win football games like this at home. So I absolutely think the Packers have to prove it on Sunday that they deserve to be worthy of those beads that we put on our neck earlier this week.
It's not end-all be-all because of what the schedule looks like. Now you'd have to wait because they go to Jacksonville, who's another team with what?
Losing record.
1 win.
Yep.
And you likely want to obviously take care of business. It's not one you're just like, oh, whatever. No, you need to win that game because then you have the Lions at home on 11-3, November 3rd. The Lions are coming to town. Now they play the Vikings. Like, this is going to be a very impactful 5 weeks to see what the Green Bay Packers are all about. So if they don't win against Houston, it would just be a really good, confidence booster for still a young team. Because let's be honest, when we think about what this team did last year, the moment the belief started to kick in was the Kansas City win and the Detroit Lions Thanksgiving win. Those two were like, all right, they beat some really high-quality teams, and they did it in a fashion that was pretty convincing, especially on Thanksgiving, where the Lions play every Thursday on Thanksgiving. And I remember exactly where I was. I was like, They're giving them the business all the way around the field, right? Jordan Love was great. The pass rush was great. Jared Goff was under pressure, throwing interceptions, and that wasn't a team that was really good at taking the ball away, but they were clicking. And then Jordan Love took over from there. So this is a game that if you can get, you're like, all right, we got that. Hey, I think I got my swagger back. You know, I tried to do a Vine or a meme or a GIF there. I hope it works.
I think it's another Jay-Z song.
Yeah?
That's in there for sure. What song is that?
Show me what you got, pretty lady. Show me what you got.
I think I got my swagger back. Because then you play the Jaguars, then you play the Lions, then you play at the Bears, and then you play home against the San Francisco 49ers. There's going to be a plethora of opportunities for this team to get quality wins. But wouldn't it be really nice to get one quality win off the gate to build confidence, to know you're not just trying to break through each time you play a quality team, especially when you got a lot coming up?
And this is the one to do it. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Given Houston's injuries, plus how formidable the Lions and the San Francisco 49ers are, particularly with a likely healthy Christian McCaffrey back with the 49ers in late November, I guess that is. I mean, this is the time to do it. You do not want... I understand that last year the Packers started behind the 8 ball and they just caught fire. That's not the life you want to live. You do not want to play that game to where you're flirting with 500, you can't really beat the good teams, and you try to just bank on turning it on later. You want to put some wins in the deposit account, and you want to be able to then just use that to continue to cruise and be able to then, show up in big games. So this is the weekend to do it. I suspect they will. But until they have that signature win, there's going to be a part of me that wonders, is this team capable of making a run all the way to New Orleans?
Beyond a signature...
I think I got my swagger back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I was thinking of something different.
Thank you, Strofe. I feel so validated right now.
That's such a good interview with that guy.
I think I got my swagger back.
So good.
Beyond a signature win, I don't want to play the schedule game too early, but this is a true scenario, right? So say the Vikings beat the Lions. They're 6-0. They're 6-0. And say the Vikings beat the Lions, and then you play the Lions in 3 weeks and you lose to the Lions, you're falling that much further behind in the division, and then you're just like, all right, we got to compound wins to make the playoffs. You need this win because you're playing good football right now. You put together a complete game outside of special teams last week. You can put a win together here. You put together a win against the Jaguars. You're 6-2, and then you're not looking to have to go 3-0, right? You can go 2-1 in those the 3-game stretch against the Lions, Bears, and Niners, and feel good about your chances moving forward. So this is a good measuring stick opportunity. See what you're made of, but also get the job done. And I feel like this team will find that rhythm that they found late in the second half earlier, but with more trajectory beyond what they did in the second half last year.
Yeah, I think that's so important, right? And you talked about getting the confidence, because when you look at this football team, if they lose this football game, then you have a little bit of question yourself seeping in, right? Because right now this team believes they are a really good football team, and when they look at their losses, they can give rational reasons of why they lost these football games, right? We had to go to Brazil and the field was really bad, so had we played on a field that was better, we believe we could have beat the Eagles, right? And then when you look at the Vikings game, well, Jordan Love was coming back. We got down early, but you saw what we did in the second half. We came back. When we play them again, if we hit on all cylinders, we'll be good. So right now, they can rationalize why they lost those football games. Now, if you lose at home against the Texans, now the doubt of are we that good actually might seep into their minds, that they're saying, okay, well, we beat the bad teams, but we're struggling to win those games against the better teams, and that's what you absolutely don't want to happen. So I want the Green Bay Packers to get this big win this weekend, because that would absolutely boost their confidence and have them continue to believe in themselves, because they'll say, see, when we're healthy and we're right, we can win these games against good teams.
And let's not forget,
stop being a freaking hater.
Who's the hater?
The people Kyle was talking to.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They got to stop being such a hater. Tell them, Dirty D. And let's not forget, this team still is young, right? I mean, they need still a level of validation. They need a little bit of momentum, right? I mean, these guys aren't in their late 20s, early 30s where they can pull back to the memory bank and be able to be like, oh, yeah, we've played the big games and we've had those wins.
Banger.
A lot of these are still just trying to get their own confidence higher.
Bangers.
Can you really not talk through the banger?
Bangers.
It's Pavlovian in a way. Like it totally. I lose my train of thought. I'm holding back a laugh.
Bangers.
See, even me. I'm trying to work my way through, get some victories here on the segment.
Well, you can have a victory by calling 855-PELA-WI or visit PELAWI.com. Read that offer, and I will give you a reason why you need to take advantage.
Yeah, this offer. Unbelievable, especially in this economy. Put 0% down and 0% interest for 60 months. You know why it's 60 months? Gina Della from Pella turning 60. Usually on your birthday, you're the one receiving the gift. Pella's giving you the gift with this unbelievable deal of 0 down, 0% interest for 60 months. Kind of deal doesn't stay around for very long, so you got to take advantage of it right now.
And you have to get your appointment before November 8th, right? Get that in the book. So here's my thought process, right? There is no harm in literally getting the meeting with Gina and Joe Franco because they will work with you. If you want a section of your home done, you can start there and you can do the 0% for 60 months. How many times do we say 0 for 36? Then Gina goes, oh, it's my birthday. I just turned 60. How about 0 for 60 for you? She's like Oprah. You get this. You get this. You get this. You want windows. You get windows. You get windows. You get windows. Gina is the gift that keeps on giving. So if you've been thinking, even just debating, hey, what would this process be like? Just call. Get the consultation, because if you don't get the consultation before November 8th, you don't have that opportunity for 0 for 60. Get the 0 for 60 with the premium product that Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin provides, because I literally am in the process of the paperwork to get the 0 for 60. Is my whole first floor is going to be redone by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and my home value is going to skyrocket. My baby girl's going to sleep in a warm, cozy home with great windows. It's a no-brainer. 855-PELA-WI or visit PELAWI.com and tell them KBN sent you. And Gina, because she loves us so much, might throw a little sprinkle on top, but you got to get that consultation. Tell them KBN sent you. Green Bay props and preview. Everything you need to know for Sunday. Strofe has it all dialed up. Let's get deep. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Ben's pretty good at impersonations.
Hey, he's pretty good.
I will give him that.
Either crush him or suck at him.
He's pretty good at faking it.
Yeah, being a faker.
Yeah, that's
exactly what it is.
Well, that's what acting is.
Why can't we come together?
Yeah,
now?
you're very creative in faking it. Good job.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Big problems on 94, closed in both directions right now, right at Highway KR. That's the Racine-Kenosha County line. An accident happened just south of that. Now, you can use the frontage roads alongside the freeway, so those are open, but they are definitely seeing some delays with that. So you might want to start looking at some alternate routes. Otherwise, westbound 94 going to be slow heading out of the 27th Street area all the way to the hay litter change. An earlier accident there finally got cleared out of the way. Westbound 94 backed up from about 25th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mainly clear, low 47 at the lake, 41 inland. Tomorrow, sunny, breezy, and warm, a high of 70. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Chris Carlin.
I don't know that there's a full appreciation for what's really on the line here for the Jets. For inside that building, I wonder if there is. Because I get it. Woody Johnson can say, we're all in. I'm doing everything I can. We're trying to make it all happen right now and all that. Well, what's the fallout? Because we are not too far away from the Jets being right back into the tank. We really are not. Because you have Devontae Adams, who is here for the rest of the season, and then who knows beyond that. I know they're not paying him $36 million next year. I got Aaron Rodgers, who has taken a beating this season, and I have to believe that's going to play a role in his thought process for playing beyond this year. Or do we think that he could change his mind? Absolutely. And then what happens? And then the Jets are right back where they started.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Lowe's knows that to win the job, pros need the best prices. That's why only at Lowe's, MVP's Pro Rewards members can get a volume discount on eligible orders as low as $1,500 at the Pro Desk. That means you get the prices you need to start any job, small or large. Because Lowe's knows pros. Valid in-store only. More terms and restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms or Pro Desk for details.
Hello, I'm Dan Fields, and I have great news. Fields Volvo Cars Waukesha has the Volvo you want in stock and ready to drive home today.
Come see our full lineup of Volvo SUVs, the XC90, XC60, and XC40.
So stop by Fields Volvo Cars Waukesha and take a test drive.
Plus, you'll be part of Fields Amenities program with complimentary loaners, car washes, and gourmet coffee service. Integrity and customer satisfaction will always be the force that drives our business. At Fields Volvo Cars Waukesha, go to volvocarswaukesha.com.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we've helped hunters gear up for the season for over 6 decades. So as you prep for this year's hunt, shop unbeatable deals on supplies to make your trip successful. Like $40 off 18-foot River's Edge ladder stands, only $139.99. Hit the road with 64-ounce jugs of Power Service diesel fuel supplement, just $12.99. And save $1.50 on assorted gallons of Blaine's brand antifreeze and coolant. Gear up and save on the hunting supplies you need at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night.
Yes, Derwin, Gina is the gift that keeps on giving. 0 for 60. Caller 855-PELA-WI. That's right. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show. UKBN Nation at 800-990-3776. Getting you ready for Sunday at noon with a little GB PP.
Here's an idea. Why don't you give me half the money you were going to bet? Then we'll go out back, I'll kick you in the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
Gather around, degenerates. It's time for the GBPP. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman are here to tell you how they plan to lose their money this weekend. This is the Green Bay Props and Preview.
I like win your money this weekend a little better.
We're going to try. That's our goal, right?
Strofe's book, what do you got?
Well, we're going to start from normal books before we get to the Strofe book because we always have to go to the Strofe book. Let's start with the quarterback, Jordan Love, 249.5 for passing yards. 249.5. Is he going to hit 250 against the Houston Texans on Sunday?
Oh, he's hitting 250. 2 reasons why. Number 1, I've got that over yardage bet for the season, so I better believe that he's confident that he's going to be throwing the ball up.
That's why.
And then another reason, which is a bit more analytical, Houston Texans are missing 2 starting linebackers, a starting safety, and a starting cornerback. And that is all in the perimeter. All that the Packers need to do is protect Jordan Love from those nasty defensive ends. Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson.
That's his name.
If he can get time, he's going to cook, and I expect him to.
No, absolutely. I agree. For the Packers to win this football game, I think they're going to throw the football, and Brad alluded to some of the missing pieces, so I'm going to say higher than 249.5 for Mr. Jordan Love on Sunday.
It's starting to scare me that everyone thinks this is going to be such a high-scoring game.
I actually do believe that.
Everyone does. I see it. It's the way it's played out in my brain.
Why does that scare you?
Because it never happens the way that everyone thinks it's going to happen. If that were the case, we all be rich. Fair. But I still like over 249. I mean, Jordan Love, in the biggest games of his career, when they've won, he has played really, really well, whether it's touchdown passes or moving the ball through the air. This is a group that has a ton of confidence, and the reason why I'm going to parlay the fact that 4 different receivers, or 3 different receivers, had 4 touchdowns. They were 3 main dudes. Dudes are going to stay hot.
So
over.
Okay.
Yeah, I said over.
Okay, I missed that part. Let's stick with Jordan Love. The NFL's co-leader in big plays this year is the Green Bay Packers. 23 plays of 20 yards or more on the season, including 5 of 40 or more. A longest completion prop for Jordan Love, 37.5 yards.
That's pretty long. I'm going to go with over.
Hey!
Brad, what's so funny?
I'm just thinking about how Jordan Love is going to throw those deep balls long. That's going to be over. I see a 50-yard ball to Christian Watson. He's turning it on, and they're feeling pretty good together.
You know, last week, something that I love is I love the fact that Matt LaFleur was able to draw up something and have Christian Watson wide open, right? And, you know, Jaden Reed has had some big plays this year. I really think the Green Bay Packers are an explosive offense, and they're going to continue to be explosive on Sunday. And I agree, Christian Watson is just going to be that big play guy. I feel like something's brewing here with Christian Watson.
Yeah.
He's healthy. We kind of found out he's been more
This is
positive.
feeling too good. Like, everyone, I was thinking,
embrace
like,
it, Ben.
Did you say it last week, too?
but that's my thing.
It's
Is like,
higher.
I was like, could Christian Watson be the guy this week for over 37.5 completion for Jordan Love there? And we all thought it. And Strofe was nodding his head. Are we geniuses or are we dummies? We're going to find out on Sunday. Because I'll say over, too.
Yeah.
I think we're geniuses and dummies. It just depends on the minute we're speaking.
Touche.
Ben does this thing. All right, I'm bringing this on the air.
You're a mind reader now.
Sometimes he likes to produce the show as
Does
the host. So he'll tell me what buttons to click.
No. I didn't tell you because I thought you were going to get my
Hey!
I thought you were going to get my telepathy.
Telepathy?
Telepathy. That's what I was looking for when you said we're smarts and dumbs and all in one.
Smarts and dumbs.
What do you got next?
I don't think I want to move off that.
Smarts and dumbs?
What the hell is wrong with
We got
you?
some smarts and we got some dumbs in us.
Certainly certain for one of us. Jaden Reed, 58.5.
Receiving yards?
No, punt return yards.
It could be total yards.
Total yards. He's
Hey, and by the way, can we get his ass off the punt return?
Yeah,
that man's
for
too
real.
valuable.
Put Keyshawn back there. He actually did fine when he was back there.
That's what you're paying.
Keyshawn is debatably too valuable now that they haven't played outside.
Yeah, that's what you paid him for, though, Keyshawn.
That's true. The number is 58.5.
58.5. I'm actually going to go under here. I'm going to go under. I think that at some point you have to try to look at the Packers offense and say, we need to take away somebody. And everybody they want to take away is Jaden Reed. So I think the Texans are going to sell out to try to take away Jaden Reed. That's what's great about Jordan Love. He doesn't care. He will throw it to the open man. Doesn't matter if it's Tucker Kraft or Romeo Dobbs. Dontavian Wicks might be out. Christian Watson, or who knows, maybe even somebody else. So Jordan Love throws it to the open man. I think they're going to try to make sure Jaden Reed is not the open man. I'm going to go under.
Yeah, I'm going to go higher on this one, too, only for the fact that Jaden Reed had a lower game last week, and so with that, I feel like he needs to have a bounce-back game. So I think Jaden Reed is going to pop this week. I really feel really confident about this passing offense. So give me higher on Jaden Reed.
I'll go under because I got a tuck game.
Well, I was about to ask about Tuck. Tuck's receiving prop is only 37.5 yards. If we think about what I just asked you earlier about Jordan Love, big play is also 37.5 yards. There could theoretically be a play where both Tucker Kraft gets his 37.5 and Jordan Love gets his 30.
I am all in on this Tucker Love prop. Love Tucker prop. Jordan Love to Tucker Kraft for over 37.5 yards. Not in one play, but the man is so valuable that when he caught a pass on the sideline, he stiff-armed, he tiptoed.
Why does Tucker Love feel like it's innuendo?
I don't know. Tucker Love.
It just sounds kind of gross.
Well, it doesn't when it's a connection from Love to Tucker.
Yeah, now it sounds sexy.
Yes.
Get it sexy.
I'm telling you.
Get it sexy.
I really hope that this is the Jordan Love, Tucker Kraft, take the world by storm. He's like he locally, I think people understand the value he brings to the team. I hope nationally people start looking at him more of the George Kittle type with the way he blocks and the way he's able to catch passes. I got a Tuck game over on Tuck.
All right, you got a lot of people doing well.
I like over.
I just went under on Reed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like over on this one. I mean, that's like 4 catches. He's got 4 catches in him, especially with replacement linebackers. Tucker's going to get it. He's going to get his 37.5 more yards.
Yeah, I'm going lower on this one simply because of the fact that the Texans have done well against tight ends this year. The biggest game has been 41 yards by Hunter Henry. I don't think the Green Bay Packers are going to find Tucker Kraft like that.
Exactly, Hunter Henry.
Okay.
He ain't no Tuck.
I agree.
Final one for you guys. Benny said, I don't know about all those points. That was my Ben Brust impression. 48.5 points is the over-under in this game.
I got the over. I mean, I'm not going to reveal what my pick is. That's a platform that I do for next segment when the spotlight's on me. But I like the over.
These guys are so annoying.
No, I mean, it is. I mean, people tune in. KBN Nation tune in.
You know, I'm going to turn the lights off for that segment.
They tune in for this next segment. They want to hear what Kyle and I have to say about game predictions.
Brad's totally right. I get texts and calls all the time that go, hey, is it 3:45 on Friday
Exactly.
yet? Which it actually is.
They want to know. They want to know. And I'm going to tell them. I'm going to give the people what they want. But until then, I'm going to give a little bit of a tickle, a little bit of a reveal. They're gonna be over. They're gonna be over. Is that the?
I mean, he said
do people like tickles?
Do people like
a tickle?
Some people do like tickles.
I was thinking taste.
Are you one of them?
Wait, is that like a fetish thing?
No, I honestly, if my girl makes me mad, I say, keep talking, I'm gonna tickle you. She says, please don't.
That sounds like that's
so
cute.
That is flirtatious.
That sounds like she doesn't like.
Are you ticklish?
No.
When's the last time you've?
Are you ticklish?
No.
Strofe, are you ticklish? That's a yes.
Just left the room.
No, he's gonna come in here and tickle somebody.
Yeah,
that's exactly what he's about to do.
I'm not ticklish
at all.
At all.
Open up them arms.
I don't think I'm ticklish either.
We're gonna find out. Alex Strofe, the tickle monster. Kyle's ticklish.
Kyle's ticklish.
That's why. Strofe, I knew he was lying.
He doesn't like
when Kyle was like, not ticklish. I was like, he ticklish.
I didn't want you to get up and do that. I'm very ticklish.
Here I come.
You're super ticklish.
I'm very ticklish. Under the arms, like I used to get tortured by my brother and my older cousins because they used to tickle me, pin me down and tickle me. He's crying, laughing. Stop! I'm not laughing at you because I'm enjoying. I'm laughing in pain. But back to what this was. Who was that? What was that? Oh, points. Oh yeah, over.
Grand reveal time. Everyone cares about Kyle Wallace and Brad Nortman. Their game predictions. And so far, they're 2-0 because the Packers have won the last 2 games. We'll find out if their grand reveal is close to the final result on Sunday. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
You should be happy Pac-Man Jones had this on his headphones, or he definitely would have pulled it up on you.
I think Pac-Man's lucky I didn't have this on my headphones.
Oh, you right.
I would have been. Right. I'm really feeling swaggy and confident.
You say, yeah, you're in my space. What you gonna do?
Because even just hearing the song, like for those who on the YouTube, they can see I'm bobbing my head right now. Like this is like okay.
Go ahead, say ski.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Greg Matzik, Gary Ellerson, the day after reaction show you need in your life.
This offense, Matt LaFleur's side of the ball, dragged this whole team through where they are right now.
It's Potawatomi Sportsbook Football Mondays with Greg and Gary.
The defense got hot at the right time. That might be what we're seeing here with the Packers defense as well.
Live from the Potawatomi Sportsbook Studios from 6 to 8 p.m. every Monday on 94.5 ESPN. Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Want that mirror finish on your car? You need Z-Gloss by Z-Bart. Z-Gloss is a 3-layer ceramic coating that not only gives your car that mirror finish, it protects it from everything that Mother Nature can throw at it. Visit zbart.com for more information.
2 touchdown catches from Romeo Doubs in his return from suspension, plus touchdowns for Jaden Reed and Christian Watson as Jordan Love leads the Packers to a 34-13 victory at home over the Arizona Cardinals. Here's Jordan Love after the win.
We just got to keep building upon it, build off this win, off this performance, and go back, handle business this week throughout practice. And, we got a really good team coming in here next week. So definitely got to build on this momentum and, keep this rhythm going we got.
Packers, by the way, on defense, recovered 3 fumbles as well.
This has been your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
Gabe, where do you think our group should be taking our golf trip next year?
Jason, I don't know. Do you have time to figure it all out and get all the reservations made? I certainly don't.
Not really. I mean, I'm so busy. If I only knew somebody to call that might do all the work for us.
Oh, I know about Wisconsin Golf Trips. Their main business is booking groups from around the world to play all the great courses in our state, but they're now doing outbound trips for groups each year to places like Michigan, Minnesota, and Nevada. Plus, Wisconsin Golf Trips is even booking custom packages for Scotland and Ireland.
Oh, wow. Let's hit them up.
WisconsinGolfTrips.com.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The 2024-25 Buck season promises electrifying performances, unforgettable plays, and even more historic moments. Be part of it by securing your seats now at bucks.com/full. Buck season ticket members get the best pricing, premier ticket locations, and exclusive benefits. Secure your season membership and lock in your seats for what's sure to be an unforgettable 2024-25 season at Fiserv Forum. This era of Bucks basketball is something special. Get your tickets now at bucks.com/full.
There's a good chance you're on a budget. We all are. But she wants a diamond. You know it. I know it. And Robert Hack Diamonds knows it too, because they offer a huge collection of lab-grown diamonds, and they sell them at crazy prices. How about 2-carat total weight diamond studs for $8.95? Robert Hack Diamonds can get any size, shape, or clarity in natural or lab-grown diamonds. Don't buy until you call Robert Hack Diamonds. $8.95 for a 2-carat pair of diamond studs. Oh, baby! Robert Hack Diamonds in Greenfield and in Brookfield. Why overspend when you can save at Robert Hack Diamonds for the same diamond you're looking for? Some jewelers are charging nearly $5,000 for a lab-grown diamond. Not Robert Hack. Your visit will be worth it, and she'll think so too. Robert Hack also offers repair services and cash for your old gold. But remember, before you do anything, as I did, RobertHackDiamonds.com, and visit them in Brookfield or in Greenfield.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get
Potawatomi Casino Hotel has the sports book open, has the Packers -3, the Texans +3, and if you're looking to place a wager, you know where to go. The brand new sports book, with the restaurant dubbed The Kitchen, seating for over 200, and a 2,000-square-foot video wall. Oh, baby, it doesn't get any better than Pato. If you're in a rush, they have 20-minute reserved parking, so you go make a quick bet, get in, get out. In a major move, you can find kiosks that you can use your rewards card with. Bet on your favorite sports teams and earn reward points along the way. That's a winning play. Bet above the rest. Learn more at paysbig.com/sportsbook.
Let's get it started.
Time now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Everyone cares about Brad and Kyle, right?
Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't?
All right.
You've been waiting for it all week. The segment where all the pieces come together. If they get it right, you'll hear about it. If they get it wrong, well, you already know. It's prediction time.
Oh, baby. It's that prediction. And we're all wondering, man.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. We're all wondering, are the Packers going to get that signature win? The big, bad Houston Texans coming in here led by C.J. Stroud. The Packers going to finally get that game where it's hey, we went ahead and we beat another good team. Well, wait no further. Green Bay Packer fans, they will certainly get their win this weekend. Here's how it'll unfold. It will be a high-scoring affair. It's going to be a little bit of tit for tat along the way with Jordan Love and CJ Stroud. I'd like to see some fireworks. I think we're going to see that fireworks. The Packers are going to get out to a lead, and we're not going to have any of that field goal theatrics that we talked about earlier in the show. The Packers are going to get out to a comfortable lead early. But the Texans are going to start to work their way back, but it will be this defense that gets a critical stop at the end of the game for the Green Bay Packers to go to 5-2 and win 27-24. I see 3 touchdown passes for Jordan Love. I see a couple, just only 2 sacks for this D-line, but just enough to be like, okay, maybe there's something there. And I see a confident Green Bay Packer team walking off the field in their winter warning uniforms. 27-20. Wearing their winter warning uniforms when it's like 70 degrees outside. Ironic. 27-24, Green Bay Packers.
I like that. I like that a lot. And for me, I'm looking at it as it's the 2 of the highest scoring teams in the NFL. The Green Bay Packers are definitely up there, and the Houston Texans are as well. And also 2 of the future elite quarterbacks in the NFL. It is going to be fireworks. But Brad talked about it earlier today. Packer Nation, we should not fret, we should not fear, because as Brad talked about earlier today, Brad, what did you say about this defense that the Texans have? They're a good defense, but they're missing. They're
injured. They're missing 2 starting linebackers, starting safety, starting cornerback.
That sounds like they are going to get cooked by Mr. Love himself. I cannot wait for this game on Sunday because the Houston Texans, they ain't beat nobody yet. We talking about who the Packers done beat and all this and that. At the end of the day, they got something to prove, but guess what? Mr. C.J. Stroud got to go on the road. Mr. C.J. Stroud got to go to Lambeau Field. Mr. C.J. Stroud got to throw the ball against Mr. Jair, locked in, ready to go. He got to throw the ball.
Mr. C.J. Stroud.
Mr. C.J. Stroud got to throw the ball against X. Who going to give it to him? He going to get another pick. I'm telling y'all this right now. C.J. Stroud is going to get rattled on Sunday. He's not a guy that turns the ball over a lot, but he's going to have not 1, but 2 turnovers on Sunday, and that is going to help the Green Bay Packers beat up on the Houston Texans and flex their muscle and let everybody know that the Packers are here for show, and we're going to show them on Sunday as they defeat the Texans 33-24.
Whose prediction do I like better and do you like better? 800-990-3776. After hearing both arguments, I like Brad here.
Yes, sir. Do that banger, Strophy.
I think the 27-24 is a little bit more indicative of the closer game that I expect. I think Kyle is just yelling things like a hype man, X-Man, gonna give it to you, and Mr. CJ Stroud.
Let everybody know that the Packers here for show.
Yep. And my boy Brandon McManus gonna let them know too.
And now
he's a freestyle rapper.
Now he's boys with Brandon McManus.
I wouldn't say that, but we're going to see him cook. He's going to make more than 2 field goals, or he's going to make 2 field goals on Sunday.
Mr. C.J. Stroud.
Mr. C.J.
Mr. C.J. going to find out why they call it Lambeau Field, one of the legendary places. He's going to be in awe.
How do they call it? Wait, what?
It's a legendary place, the frozen tundra.
I'm with Brad. Brad's got a better prediction.
Yeah.
Well, Brad's just better.
To win either way.
Brad's better. Be more like Brad, Kyle.
All right, well, the Packers going to score more than 27 points.
Be more like Brad.
The Damn Sports Show up next in Beaver Dam. Jim, Matt, and Molly from 4 to 6 on ESPN Madison. We're back on 94.5 ESPN, leading you into the Homer Hour. We're on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. We're back in 2 minutes. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Sell out with me, oh yeah, sell out with me tonight. The record companies only give me lots of money and everything's gonna be alright.
Big problems on 94, closed in both directions right now, right at Highway KR. That's the Racine-Kenosha County line. An accident happened just south of that. Now, you can use the frontage roads alongside the freeway, so those are open, but they are definitely seeing some delays with that. So you might want to start looking at some alternate routes. Otherwise, westbound 94 going to be slow heading out of the 27th Street area all the way to the Hale interchange. An earlier accident there finally got cleared out of the way. Westbound 94 backed up from about 25th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, mainly clear, low 47 at the lake, 41 inland. Tomorrow, sunny, breezy, and warm, a high of 70. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
This is Ben Brust from Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin. People can't stop screaming about the Screamin' Sicilian frozen pizza, and no wonder. There's plenty to scream about, like the buttery stone-fired crust, secret recipe tomato sauce, mounds of whole milk mozzarella, and tons of premium toppings. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer and find out for yourself why Sport called Screamin' Sicilian's Holy Pepperoni frozen pizza the best of the best. Screamin' Sicilian. Taste what all the screamin' is about.
Seriously injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI-HD Milwaukee, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
We them boys. We them boys. We making noise.
It's the 414 hour at 4 on KBN.
I nailed that.
Nailed it for sure.
Great timing. Watching my mouth, huh?
Hey. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show. UKBN Nation at 800-990-3776. So, some interesting information came across the desk of Alex Strofe as Brad Nortman maybe still is or not scheduled to appear on ESPN Houston.
I was supposed to join ESPN Houston at 5:15, and apparently Jim Rutledge...
Could be a different show.
No, it's the same show because I facilitated Brad's hit. Or helped facilitate, I should say.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a bad facilitator.
I was talking to a producer of ESPN 97.5 in Houston, and they have a show that goes on 3 to 6. Obviously, we're on 2 to 5. So I said, hey, Brad Nortman can do it, but it has to be in the 5 o'clock hour. And he said, yeah, great. I talked to Brad. We're good to go. I don't need anything else from you. I said, okay, awesome. But I get an email just moments ago, fellas, of a 9-minute audio clip. I have not listened to it. Let's listen together from ESPN 97.5
So real quick, we're not going to listen to all 9 minutes, to be very clear.
No, not all 9
But this is Jim Rutledge, host of Jim, Matt, and Molly, a Bears fan going on a Houston station to preview the Green Bay Packers.
We head to the HR&P guest line, being joined by Jim Rutledge, host of Jim, Matt, and Molly on ESPN Madison. You can follow him on Twitter at Jim Rutledge. Jim, thanks for taking a few minutes on this fine Friday afternoon to join us. We were just discussing the gap, if there is one, between C.J. Stroud and Jordan Love. What do you think of these two quarterbacks? And if there is a gap, how large is it?
I don't think it's a massive gap, and if there is one, I'd give it to C.J. Stroud being in the lead. What he did, doing it as a rookie with a defensive-minded coach.
I'm done.
Seinfeld him.
I wonder if they knew.
You know what's crazy? Is if they asked him to compare C.J. Stroud and Caleb Williams, he would say, I would definitely say Caleb Williams and C.J. are probably in the same. There's not a big gap there. It's just experience.
The people in Houston are probably like, boy, the Packers stink after hearing a Wisconsin guy talk about them. We're in a cakewalk through Lambeau Field.
I just tuned into Jim, Matt, and Molly. They're talking about you, Benny.
Of course they are.
Should we cue it up?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I think the whole thing leading into the NFL season.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if people are just saying that she's more of a fan than Ben claims to be.
Michelle Smallman,
of the Packers. I don't know.
Well, I'll say this. Her fandom switch is more understandable because I believe she was a St. Louis fan. And
rent-free.
It would have been harder,
Rent-free.
and I don't think they were even in the mix. Like, her being like a Chiefs fan, I think would have been tough. Just from the idea that I would imagine if you were in St. Louis, you maybe weren't a Chiefs fan. I don't know the St. Louis Rams' biggest rival, to be honest.
Win.
Do you have any idea who that would have been?
Well, they were in the NFC West, so definitely the Seahawks. Cardinals.
Of course.
Cue him down because Jim's too scared to talk about him. He's just trying to suck up to Michelle Smallman.
Can we just talk about the fact that, yes, I agree, Ben was a somewhat Bears fan, but I feel like he wasn't a diehard Bears fan. He was just a Bears fan. And
you grow up in your environment, and then you realize your environment's trash.
Exactly. We've met his brother before. His brother can be quite,
he's got a couple screws loose.
Yeah, and so the thing is when he became an adult, right, you made your switch of allegiances by the age of 22. You have been a Packer fan or a supporter longer than you actually have been a Bears fan as an adult.
I support the Packers large due in part to the fact that, from 18 to 22, I lived in the state of Wisconsin. Then I played professionally overseas for 1 year, moved back to Illinois, and I decided I want to get out of this hellhole. I'm going up back to Madison. I've been in this state for my adult life over 70% of my life since age 18. I have bought a home here. I have a child here. There ain't no way I'm going back to rooting for dirt.
Yeah, you made it for all the right reasons, right? You made the switch for all the right reasons. You were initially a, quote, Bears fan just because you inherited it. You don't have any control of where or when you're born. But once you take a little autonomy of your life, I
took control of it, Brad.
Yeah, you reach the age of 18. It's the age of consent. You can go ahead and
I ain't going to lie. I was a little bit jealous that
change your team.
One of the eye-opening moments was in 2010, 2011 when the Packers won the Super Bowl.
Oh, it was a fun time, huh?
All across the streets of Madison. Go, Pack, go! Go, Pack, go! Go, Pack, go! All night long. You know what that creates? FOMO. You know what I had? Oh, Devin Hester's fun. Oh, Jake Cutler sprained his MCL. Oh, they're good at special teams and defense.
Yeah, I'm glad that you finally were shown the light. Being a Green Bay Packers
transformation.
Fan. Yeah, and powerful with you supporting the Packers. Sometimes you need to lighten up on them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but I'm critical. Of... Vi Packers, Vi.
It's funny.
I wish that would have worked if they would have won in Brazil.
Here's the thing with you.
Go ahead.
You just wanted to be different there.
Be different.
You could have all in unison just yelled "Go Pack Go." You wanted to be different. Tell me I'm wrong.
I just want the attention.
Yeah, it's insane.
Is that why you became a Packer fan? Don't tell me you're using us to get more attention.
Oh, that's all I do for you guys. Yeah. But speaking of vibes and speaking of somebody who has the same vision that I do, who knew? Jaden Reed and Ben Brust are on the same team. Jaden Reed had the opportunity to join the St. Brown pod. That is with Amon-Ra St. Brown, Equanimous St. Brown. And my favorite part about all of this is that their podcast name is called the St. Brown Pod. Come on, guys. Can we do a little bit better?
Can't do anything better than
just
the
a little
St.
bit
Brown
better.
Pod.
And there's been some good audio of how they talked about how they fear Jordan Love. They talked about that last year.
Yeah. Jair Alexander and Carrington Valentine. Yeah, I remember that.
Jaden Reed talked about how he's excited for something in February.
I haven't had the food yet, but I'll see it in February. Wow. Those are big. Those are high hopes.
That's Jaden Reed on the St. Brown Pod. Oh, you hear him? That's high hopes. I hope that was EQ, because it's high hopes for you.
That was Amon-Ra.
Oh, I love that. I love that rivalry.
Juicy, juicy, juicy. Get me to November 3rd as well. I'm not looking past Sunday, but I'll look past next Sunday because I don't think anybody believes in Jaguars. Like a New Orleans. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Jaden Reed is feeling it. And you know why I love that Jaden Reed's going on the St. Brown podcast and talking about I'll try the food in February? Because that's a mindset right there. That is a mindset that echoes throughout the locker room. If one of the hardest things about sports is when you have a coach or you have a locker room where you openly talk about let's get to the playoffs, right? Like over to the KBN Sports Desk with Alex Strofe.
Yeah, Benny, we just got a text on the text line from Jaden in Green Bay. He says, hey, Benny, can you mail me some beads to 1265 Lombardi Avenue? That from Jaden in Green Bay.
Absolutely, Jaden. 1265 it is.
We ain't emailing nothing to them.
No, it's mail, postage.
We ain't mailing nothing to them. We need to make sure Jaden needs to call 800-990-3776.
Can't deprive him of his beads, though, Kyle. Jaden wants some beads.
Could be spam.
Yeah.
From the desk of Alex Strofe, it's going to be coming from.
Yeah, there it is.
That's the return posted.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in their good graces up there.
Good. Send it. Yeah, winter warning. Send it to the pro shop. Then tell them to give it to them.
Got to kill him. Kill him with nice gesture by nice gesture. And we'll all be singing Kumbaya. But I truly believe this because going back to when I was a basketball player, and Brad, I want to get your perspective. Kyle, we can't get yours because you never really made it far in anything in sports. The first 12 to 13 years of Bo Ryan's head coaching career, the narrative amongst the locker room was, hey, we got to finish top 4 in the Big Ten. We'll compete for a Big Ten title, and we're going to make the NCAA tournament. In 2014, we flew out to Philadelphia. We went to Philadelphia because Bo Ryan's dad unfortunately passed. But when we went after the funeral and saw Bo, Frank Kaminsky, Josh Gosser, myself, and Coach Gard, we had some Philly cheesesteaks at like a hole in the wall because we want to get a little taste of the culture. We discussed things bigger and different than doing the same things. In the season, we won 16 games to start the season. It's still the best start in school history. We knew there was something there. We had beat good teams. It didn't just happen by accident. So even though we lost 5 of 6 and we got second in the Big Ten, it still wasn't just like, oh, our season's over. We knew the ingredients in the locker room could do more, and we still kept talking about doing more despite not winning a Big Ten title. We lose in the Big Ten tournament. We had a meeting all together without Coach Ryan. You want to be different? We talked about it. Talking about something really can make a difference about your mindset and about what you can be. And Jaden Reed going on a podcast and flexing his muscles about believing that he's going to eat New Orleans food in February, that's powerful.
Yeah, what it tells me is that this has already been discussed in the Packer locker room. Coaches, players, this is not a necessarily kept secret because there are some locker rooms that you're in that don't strive for championships and they're just looking for make the playoffs, just looking for above 500. And it feels clear, right? I mean, that's kind of like a losing mentality. But generally speaking, people rise to the expectations and the standards that you have for them. That's always been the Packer mindset. And it's no different now with these young guys and led under Matt LaFleur, is that it is a championship level expectation. They have shown it on the field with their play in the same way that I had locker rooms that had that same level of success. It was nothing lower than that. I mean, you took it week by week, but with the roadmap of saying, like, this is our destination, and any short of that, we will not be satisfied. And then what it does is it makes those moments that are hard a little bit more digestible, right? Because you might have a loss, you might have a tough lift, a tough practice, whatever it is, but it's all for that goal of the expectation that you are going to the Super Bowl, and that is the goal. It's a championship level mindset. Teams that have it, they almost can't be denied. Teams that don't have it, it's almost a matter of time until they're denied.
It's so freaking true. It really is. What you just said there resonates to all those moments where there was downs. It was like when there were downs, it wasn't a down of like, all right, how do we get back to like winning the Big Ten? No, it was like working towards the ultimate goal. And the ultimate goal was doing something different than any Badger basketball team it did. And we got to a Final Four, lost in a close game. But then that set the precedent of what it was for the next year's team that went to the national championship. And we won't talk about that Rob job. Kyle, any experience you'd like to share with us?
I mean, as experience, do know that my football team, my freshman year at UW-Whitewater, lost against Mount Union in the national championship game. So
you're a loser too.
Second place Kyle.
Kyle.
Now, I was a great practice squad player on that team, but I made a scout team, I should say. I made it a step further than you did because I actually made it to the championship game as I watched them play. But anyways,
good job, guys.
Woohoo! Yeah, absolutely.
You got it. I got to get off the field.
That's all I did.
Need some water?
But
need a towel?
Overall, as a fan, though, this is the one thing as a fan. When you're a fan, this is what you want to hear. You want to hear this type of mentality, right? You want to hear this type of confidence, right? Because what it is that when guys are confident like that, it becomes contagious. That mentality becomes contagious, and all of a sudden there is an absolute belief. And it starts from the top down with Goody, and it also starts with Matt LaFleur letting these guys know that the standard here in Lambeau is competing for championships, right? If that is what you're telling guys, and they come in last season and they start slow, right? They're 3-6, but they say, you know what, I believe in you, and then you actually take that belief and turn it into a 9-8 season, and then you turn it into a playoff win. All of a sudden you believe that we are a championship standard type organization. So that is exactly what I want to hear. Jaden Reed, who has only played one full season in the NFL, has only been a Green Bay Packer for 1 year, and he's already talking with the confidence of this is a championship organization. That's what fans love to hear, and I'm telling y'all this right now. Winning breeds confidence, but the culture the Packers are developing is a confident one.
And let's hear it
I haven't
again.
had the food yet, but I'll see it in February. Wow. Those are big. Those are high hopes.
Yeah, those are high hopes.
The way he says it, too. I mean, we all know based on his, play on the field that Jaden Reed's a dog. I don't hear him talk that much. When I hear him talk, I'm like, oh my gosh, this dude has it.
Dog on the field, dog off the field.
Hey, Jaden, them Gator Bites, right? All that food down there, all the little Cajun food they got down there. Little jambalaya down in Louisiana, some gumbo. All that, some catfish, all that. You're going to enjoy that down in Louisiana when you celebrate on Bourbon Street.
Just don't celebrate too much.
They celebrate after.
Yeah.
After. Hopefully not the...
A little bit before. Just not a lot. Just not a lot.
Strofe, no, that's
just go
what
to a
you
nice
would
dinner.
do.
Nice dinner.
No, Jaden Reed's a superstar. He can do what he wants.
After.
I trust his judgment.
Okay, that's a bad mentality right there.
Not a bad mentality to have good promotional mindsets as a business and as an organization. Am I right, Brad?
Oh, man, you gotta. I mean, because you're putting all this work into your business to try to make it the best possible business. But if you're not telling your business's story, your brand story, exactly how you want it to do, there's a disconnect, right? Enter 3 Tree Marketing. 3 Tree Marketing, full-service branded merchandising agency that's going to help your company tell its story. I mean, whenever you put your logo on something, anytime that customers or business partners or new teammates join your team and join your company, your mission, you want your story to be told exactly how you need. And 3 Tree Marketing are experts in that. It's an amazing opportunity to showcase what your brand is all about with a team that thinks outside the box. They become an extension of your team. And 3 Tree Marketing just delivers. Whenever we use them for our marketing needs, boy, oh boy, are we satisfied. 3 Tree Marketing can do that and so much more. That's why you got to call them today and set up an appointment or find them online at 3treemarketing.com.
Shocker. Coming up next is pole position. The worst poll of the week came from 4 to 6 on ESPN Madison's Jim, Matt, and Molly. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I put my card in, I pump. When it clicks, I pull it out, I put it away, and I move on to my own.
That's what she said. Thanks so much, Old T.
She pumps and moves on with her life.
Take it out, put it in, move down.
That's what she said.
Come on, Kyle. Keep up. That's Packers Hall of Famer. That was one of my better ones, and he's confused.
Well,
he's still fixated on Lola Bunny.
No, I don't think she says that.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Problems on 94 closed in both directions right now, right at Highway KR. That's the Racine-Kenosha County line. An accident happened just south of that. Now, you can use the frontage roads alongside the freeway, so those are open, but they are definitely seeing some delays with that. So you might want to start looking at some alternate routes. Otherwise, westbound 94 going to be slow heading out of the 27th Street area all the way to the Hale interchange. An earlier accident there finally got cleared out of the way. Westbound 94 backed up from about 25th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, mainly clear, low 47 at the lake, 41 inland. Tomorrow, sunny, breezy, and warm, a high of 70. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
On this show, it's always football season.
And your argument was that the coaches wanted him to return it, and he very clearly said no.
They wanted him to take it to the house.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Play the results, are we?
That's what coaches do sometimes, yeah.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Did you know Love was born November 2nd? Did you know Love was raised in Bakersfield, California? Did you know Love played college football at Utah State? Are you looking for lots of love touchdowns the rest of this football season? Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor, where we love being your one-stop shop for everything alcohol-related. With our selection of over 15,000 varieties of beer, wine, liquor, and mixers, all at the lowest prices in town, Discount Liquor has all your tailgating needs covered. We are your football party beverage headquarters. Discount Liquor, 2 locations, Milwaukee on 51st in Oklahoma and in downtown Waukesha on Barstow and Maine.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings. Discount Liquor.
See all of our weekly specials at discountliquorinc.com.
They say seeing is believing, and when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer. With the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sportsbook, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
We all have someone we know or love that has been affected by some form of cancer.
No matter how well you love and support them and try to be there for them, you can never really know what a person is feeling after hearing the words, "You have breast cancer."
Only another person that has been through this experience can really understand what it feels like.
ABCD, After Breast Cancer Diagnosis, is a Milwaukee-based organization known around the world.
When someone calls ABCD, they are matched with a mentor who is a breast cancer survivor of similar age and had the same type of breast cancer who can provide hope when people need it the most.
Kessler's is excited to announce that we've designed a new Hope Pendant for 2024 to honor breast cancer patients, survivors, thrivers, and caregivers.
100% of the net proceeds, along with an additional donation from Kessler's, will support ABCD when you purchase a symbol of hope.
You can find a link with more information about ABCD, along with the new 2024 Hope Pendant, starting at just $75 in sterling silver and $500 in gold, online at KesslersDiamonds.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I came here for love.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman with Strophy running the show. UKBN Nation at 800-990-3776. See our beautiful faces on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Jam with us into the weekend as we take you into the Homer Hour at 5 o'clock. And have some fun with pole dancing / pole position.
Everyone's got their opinions, but we just happen to think some are better than others. Let's hit the polls. This is Pole Position. Pole Position on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is presented by Great Lakes Dragway, a quarter-mile-long drag strip, plus a drift pad. Even drive your own car on the track. Find full event schedule and ticket information at GreatLakesDragway.com.
As we always do, fellas, we start with our worst poll of the week. Benny teased it. No shocker here. Comes from Jim, Matt, and Molly. Specifically Jim from Jim, Matt, and Molly. Weekdays 4 to 6, ESPN Madison. Double shocker. From Jim, Matt, and Molly. Jim says his first name is boring. Do you like your first name?
That is a bad poll.
Look, Brad is getting really good at being subtly mean.
Yeah, it's wearing off on me. I do like my first name. I do. It fits me perfectly. I'm such a Brad, aren't I? I am such a Brad, so I like my first name.
I think you're more a Bradley than a Brad. But
I think you're more of a Bradley than a Brad, yeah.
Really?
So my father's name is Brad.
Oh, that's nice. You Brad?
Is he more Brad than I'm a Brad?
He's Brad, you're Bradley.
Yeah, Brad.
You think I'm a Bradley?
Brad's a little bit more edgy, a little more rough around the edges.
Brad's more rugged. Yeah.
Really? So I'm not edgy or rugged.
No, you're a good guy. You're a good guy.
You're a Bradley.
I mean, Brad.
Wait, are you implying my father is not a good guy?
No, I have no idea. Your dad, I'm sure your dad is wonderful, but based off what you said and I said, it seems like he may, have some fun out there. Is he a risk taker?
Is even a Brad a risk taker?
I mean,
Brad and Chad's are like, they're kind of squares, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe you are a Brad.
Yeah, that fits me perfect.
You're
Square Brad.
Yeah.
Stroff, your dad is fantastic. Thank you for his service.
Service as a Brad?
He was a cop.
Oh, thank you for
So I guess it plays.
Love it.
Yeah, serving and protecting. Kyle, I love Kyle. I really do. I really do.
Kyle, I love Kyle. I love me some Kyle.
A real story is that my parents, being
I love Kyle.
If you didn't know, I'm African American. My parents said, "Hey,
If you didn't know.
If you didn't know, Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, here we are.
No, they named me Kyle because they didn't.
Said if you didn't know, I'm African American.
Yeah, they named me Kyle.
Kyle's
because
black.
They did not want people to judge me before they thought.
Alert.
That's why I have the name Kyle. I love you. You don't see too many brothers with the name Kyle, but I love it.
You ever, I guess I can't think of
a black Kyle. I know Kyle Massey, but he had some trouble. He was from the Disney Channel, so he got
that's the Raven guy.
Yeah. That's so in jail, pervert. But,
that's right.
Yeah,
Kyle Hamilton of the Baltimore Ravens.
He's mixed. Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling y'all, not a lot of us. I love my name. I love my full name. I love it. Kyle Wallace, baby.
What's your middle name?
Kyle Wallace don't have one.
I know it.
You do know it?
Yeah, I saw it on a sheet.
I remember when this was a big secret.
Out of respect to Kyle, I ain't gonna say it.
All right.
Yeah. What about you? You like your name, Benjamin?
Hell yeah, I'm sick as bleep.
BJ Brust?
Kyle Lowry?
Oh,
yeah, it's a good one. Yeah.
Ben, Benny, Benjamin, BJ. Those are all my names.
Yeah, I like it.
Benny, boo, 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 boo.
I wouldn't really.
Benny Buckets, baby!
I don't really like the name Ben, though. No, I don't like the name Brad either. I mean, I really don't.
Why? I don't like the name Kyle. That's freaking lame.
You guys.
What's your problem?
Go drink a Monster, bro.
Yeah, that really hurt us. I didn't really know the trend until people started telling me about it. I'm like, oh, that is a bad reflection of us Kyles.
Chad chimes in with a good response here. Pick the whitest and cheapest name and give it to Brad.
Oh, wow. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean, I see no fault. I see no...
Cheapest name?
Cheapest might be a little too far. I know some people cheaper than me.
Yeah,
Wait, what do you got against Brad and Ben?
Would you have a Bradley Jr.?
Hell yeah.
Oh, wow. So you name your kid Bradley Jr.?
The only reason I wouldn't is because it's just too big of a shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Too big of expectations for him.
Now, Ben over here, he loves himself. He's kind of conceited. So.
Over to the KBN Sports Desk with Alex Stroh.
Yeah, I hate to pivot from pole position, but since we're ragging on Jim Rutledge, I just received another text. Please rag on Jim for this comment he made on ESPN 97.5.
Yes! This is 97.5 Houston.
Them. And realistically, Houston can win this game if they get after Jordan Love. Because Jordan Love, when he gets pressure, makes some wild throws. And sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. And when they work, guys, they work by like a fingertip. And at some point, that's going to bite him. He is a pedestrian quarterback when he's blitzed.
That's just
so
inaccurate.
Wrong.
He's one of the best quarterbacks statistically against pressure in the NFL.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I think he has like a 7% avoidance rate or something like that. He's spectacular.
Cook him with the knowledge, Brad.
Spectacular against pressure. I'm
Stop being a freaking hater.
You need to stop being a freaking hater.
He's pedestrian.
Lowest sack per pressure rate in the last 8 seasons, 7.7% in Jordan Love.
Powerful.
Stop it. Don't put that dirt on my boy's name.
And we sent him to represent our company. Wonderful.
We'll see if I actually can redeem him a little bit. I still don't know if I'm joining or not on 550.
Well, now you just got to call and say, I heard you had some Scrooge on. I'm going to give you the facts here.
All right, let's do some fun polls quickly, shall we?
Sure.
Let's go to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Do you agree with Jets owner Woody Johnson when he said, quote, thinking is overrated, end quote?
Actually, yes.
I tend to agree.
You two agree.
I overthink everything, so maybe overthinking is overrated.
Yeah. Just thinking is certainly not overrated. Overthinking, absolutely. But so many things happen in life because you don't think. Like, people just do things. They don't think about it. That's where problems lie. That's where the issue's going to be.
Thinking is a necessity of life. You have to think. Because what do they say?
You have to think.
When you make a mistake, they say what?
Think about it.
What were you thinking?
What were you? Because you did not think. This is a necessity. I think everything through.
And it's a blessing to be able to think. Every other creature out there in the animal kingdom, they just do, baby. They just do.
We're not animals, Brad.
We're animals.
Benny,
Humans.
this one's specifically for you from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, weekday morning 7 to 9, right here on 94.5 ESPN. Chewy said this morning while I was hanging out with him. He said, quote, well, I'll just read you the poll. Have you ever heard the phrase, quote, harder than a woodpecker's lips?
No.
I'm not.
But it should be a phrase.
Well, the issue is woodpeckers don't have lips; they have a beak.
You get it.
Point taken.
We're humans. Lips.
83% of people said no.
Did you
I voted.
I said that.
I voted no because I never heard of it, but I was like, damn, that resonates with that damn woodpecker that's been destroying the siding of my home.
It's a good phrase. I've just never heard it before. The lips thing is a little strange.
I love it. Imagine,
stronger than a woodpecker's beak.
No. Think about you down south when we go to New Orleans. Think about them saying,
harder.
Boy, oh boy, that's harder than a woodpecker's lips.
That's
I love Southern Kyle.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Southern Kyle's back.
I can't wait until we go to New Orleans.
That's a great
Hey, y'all, how y'all doing?
Southern Kyle's going to be a
Go,
freaking
Pack,
tear.
go.
You know what's crazy when I go down south and get around those people?
I
start talking just like them. Like, yeah, we over there. I say, yeah, over there. Well, what over there? Yeah, I'm telling you, it is catchy.
How are y'all doing today?
I'm not that strong, but like you start reading orders. Let me go ahead and get that gumbo. Y'all heard me say gumbo. I was saying it like that down in New Orleans too.
Can I be honest?
Can you do the rest of the segment in a Southern accent?
I want Southern Kyle the rest of the way.
I'll try.
Ben Brust, Southern Kyle, Brad Nortman here with you.
Brad, what you gonna say now?
I say talking Southern is actually kind of fun. The word y'all is just unbelievable.
Y'all.
Take you and all together and just say y'all. I love the word y'all.
that is
not you all, y'all.
I love it.
You're absolutely right.
I never want to say you guys again or you all. It's just y'all. If it's all y'all,
you could go Pittsburgh Brad and do use.
I don't like that one at all. In fact, I despise that one for some reason.
Why's that?
It seems.
What do you got against Pittsburgh?
Use is just that doesn't make any sense at all. At all.
Well, it's use. Bunch
of use people.
Use are sitting in the studio.
Be careful when you talk about use people.
Yeah, I'm a y'all guy.
All right, last one for you. Since we ragged on him enough, he actually had a good poll this week. Jim at Molly. Jim says that the Packers must beat the Texans to be considered a true Super Bowl contender. Do you agree or disagree?
Sounds like a stolen poll to me. Sounds like something we talked about.
Sure does.
That sounds like he was just listening to KBN.
The answer is no. They have plenty of opportunities after this game. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, the season isn't riding on this game. I just want to be able to see them do it. That's
Mr. Ultimatum, Jim Rutledge.
Personal desire. So, no, of course not. The season isn't riding on this.
No, the season's not riding on this, but the integrity of that Jim, Matt, and Molly show, they robbed us of our poll and robbed us of our conversation.
Southern Kyle strikes again.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about them UWDs.
Oh, I can tell you about UWD, but I know what? I can't do it in a country accent because it is way too serious for me to do that. And I'm telling y'all this right now. If you are cold in your house and you touch it and you're like, ooh, that is cold, I want you to say this. I want you to say, baby, or whoever you want to say, you better call UWD. That's Universal Windows Direct. You call them because the fall is here and the winter is right around the corner, and I do not want those cold temperature drops to impact your home or make your heating system work overtime this fall or this winter. Plus, the great thing about Universal Windows Direct, when you call them at 414-410-2000, they can give you a free in-home estimate just like that. Yes, a free in-home estimate where they can look at your windows and evaluate what exactly you need. And the great thing about them as well is it comes with a true lifetime warranty. Yes, Universal Windows Direct come with a true lifetime warranty as long as you own your home in 20 years next to the next homeowner. And on top of that, Universal Windows also has a great deal where you buy two, get two, buy four, get four, buy 10, get 10. There is absolutely no limit. And also there is 0% financing for 60 months. Yes, 0% financing for 60 months. That is 5 whole years. Now check this. For the last windows you'll ever need, go to UWD.com. That is UWD.com. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my Universal Windows Direct.
Just gonna break.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Oh, wow.
North?
Spread Eagle is way north. Way north.
You're doing the thing where you don't know what you're doing.
No, it is, though.
We don't know where up north is.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Big problems on 94. North and southbound at the Racine-Kenosha County line, both directions of 94 closed right now because of a very serious accident. I would avoid that whole area. The frontage roads, not good choices at this point, so try and stay away from the whole area. We've also got an accident just east of Highway 67, closing the freeway at that point, just about at Highway P. Beyond that, there's an accident with the left lane blocked at Highway 83. And then we've got a crash on the Rock Freeway northbound to 894 eastbound in the Hale on the right shoulder. 2 right lanes blocked on Highway 100 southbound at Grant Street with an accident through there as well. Please take it easy out there. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, mainly clear, a low of 47 at the lake, 41 inland. Tomorrow, sunny, breezy, and warm, a high of 70. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Loziga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, Milwaukee sports fans. It's Brad Nortman from Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. You've invested too much into that nice ride, so don't settle for a gas station car wash. Treat it to a Tsunami Express car wash. State-of-the-art wash technology, powerful free vacuums, and unlimited wash memberships. Now with 5 locations across Greater Milwaukee, Tsunami Express is your go-to spot for a flawless finish and a first-class car wash every time. Trust me, your car will thank you. Sign up for a membership online at tsunamiexpress.com and get your first wash free. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
It's bird bashing season when you swoop into Potawatomi. Thursdays, you could win up to a wicked 50 grand cash in the Bird Bash Game Show. Just play with your rewards card all October for entries. All Bird Bash entries go towards a December 20th giveaway with a monstrous 300 grand in prizes. Bird Bash makes its bewitching return. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Learn more at paysbig.com/birdbash. Must be 21 years old to play.
This is Kevin Van Rossum, president of 3 Tree Marketing. Send gifts to appreciate anyone, anywhere, anytime with a gift of your choice by using our gifting solutions technology. Our team handles it all, from concepting, site creation, as well as production of branded products. Elevate your brand's connection to its consumers by creating the ultimate gifting experience with us. Make the art of gifting effortless for yourself. At 3 Tree Marketing, we chase partners, not orders. Visit 3treemarketing.com to see what we can do for you.
You've probably heard about employee stock ownership plans before, but what separates Fifth Third Bank from others when it comes to these plans? A succession plan that benefits business owners and employees. Full and partial sales, second stage transactions, repurchase obligation financing, and seller note refinancing, ESOPs can offer tax advantages, increased liquidity, employee incentives, and overall diversification of net worth to help your company plan for the future. Fifth Third Bank, National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tosher here for my friends at Kohler Services. If you need a bath or shower remodel, turn to Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, get 0 interest for 12 months and a free shower door with your Lugstone shower remodel. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote. With fast, professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Where's that?
Let's win you some money here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, and then get you to Brian Balaga to get you ready for everything Green Bay Packers. Holy cow. I thought it was Thursday. Let's win you some money and get to Gary Ellerson coming up next. It's time now on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman for a little best bet.
It's time for Ben Brust's Best Bets. Sponsored by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. There's a table waiting for you at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. 12 bars and restaurants, a winning seat at 40 table games or 3,000 slot machines, and full-service sports betting. Explore more at paysbig.com.
Been kind of hot on the baseball front, boys.
Wait a minute, the mic works. Who did it? Who fixed it?
I sent an email to our great IT
Kyle, he's been there
team.
for 2.5 years.
It just clicked to me that the mic works.
I wanted to make sure it was ready to go for Alex Strofe on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy this morning.
Well, you didn't turn it on right away.
Bad news. I sat in Kyle's seat this morning.
I saw
Where'd
that.
Chewy sit?
I just was kind of rolling with it.
Florida.
Where did you sit?
Florida.
He sat in Florida.
Yeah, I sat in Florida.
Hit my last 2 playoff baseball bets. And I'm feeling something at 7:08. Luis Gil. Spelled Gil. It's kind of interesting how he pronounces it. Luis Gil.
Oh, is that maybe based off his the language that?
Yeah. Okay. Goes against Gavin Williams. That one I can read in my non-Southern accent like Kyle was doing earlier. The Yankees had Aaron Judge hit another home run. And Judge getting hot, and he's got a home run. 1 for 3 against Gavin Williams, and that being a home run. I'm sorry, it's a fun story. Small market. But I'm laying the run line here. Gavin Williams sucks. And the Gardos bullpen is blah. Class A, their closer is good. Blew one early. Give me the Yankees -1.5 plus 140. I've been doing money lines. I've been doing over-unders. This is one where I'm taking a leap because I really do feel like the Gardos, they can't hit in big moments. They did it one time.
It's fantastic.
It was really fun.
It's fun.
But fun doesn't last forever. We know that here in our local market, unfortunately.
Come on now. Painful.
Give me the New York Yankees -1.5 plus 140 per Potawatomi Casino Hotel.
The underdogs?
No. They are -120 on the money line.
Plus
140 on the run line, -1.5.
God.
Why is it... When is it going to click for this guy?
Yeah.
Brad's not even a bettor, and he understands already.
Yeah, I just know higher or lower, baby.
Fair enough.
Underdog. If it ain't underdog, I just,
Give me the Yankees -1.5. I think I'm 2-2 on best bets on the show, Strofe. Is that fair?
You can get what you want.
You were tracking it because you just looked up. I started 2-0. I thought,
No, you started 1-1, and that's the last time I updated it on September 19th. I've only been updating Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, and in that, you're 22-22-6.
All right, well, starting at 10:18. Yankees -1.5. Let's get on a roll and win some people money at Potawatomi Casino Hotel in their brand new sports book. 2,000 square foot video to watch everything and more. It's going to be a great slate of football this weekend. 20-minute reserved parking spaces for you to go in and place a quick bet. And you can use your rewards cards at those self-service kiosks. That's a winning play, folks. Bet above the rest. Go to paysbig.com/sportsbook and build your bet so it's even easier to go in and go out.
When are we going back to Pato?
Hopefully soon, because the kitchen food is outstanding. I want to play some more bets. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, I'm in. I catch myself going to paysbig.com
during games.
Well, I have great news for you fellas. Wednesday, October 23rd, just 5 days away. KBN. We'll be live on Potawatomi.
Free food betting. Free food betting. Free food betting. Gary Ellerson joins us next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
It's the 414 hour at 4 on KBN.
Wow. Just wow.
He sound good. We've been practicing.
I did it all last week. I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of my progress.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. What happens when you mix a 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year with a Packers Hall of Famer?
I'm not going to get into the Kringle turnover game, so that's what it needs to be. I think his legs. Yeah.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Like the pastry Are you guys being serious? You guys can't put two.
I got it. I did not get it.
They don't call themselves Racine Danish turnover.
Sorry. Sometimes I wonder about you two, man.
Catch him from 9 to noon right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary. The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Homer here to tell you about Rawhide Youth Services. Co-founded in 1965 by Bart and Cherry Starr, Rawhide is a faith-based nonprofit that helps thousands of youth every year, many right here in Milwaukee, overcome trauma, suicidal thoughts, and live better lives. For youth who are hurting, who feel lost or abandoned, and families feeling powerless to help them, Rawhide is there to help. They also need vehicle donations to support their mission of helping hurting youth transform their future. Donate to Rawhide Youth Services. Visit rawhide.org/donate.
Whether you're hauling, towing, or just plain trucking, it's Truck Month at Ewald Automotive Group. Shop hundreds of the toughest trucks from Chevy, Ford, GMC, and Ram with payments as low as $299 per month or financing as low as 0%. All backed by the Ewald exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Going on now while supplies last.
Go to EWaldAuto.com.
Select models with approved credit. See dealer for details. Offers expire month end.
Elevate your game day gear or any outfit with official merchandise from the Milwaukee Bucks Pro Shop. From authentic jerseys to exclusive apparel and accessories, the Bucks Pro Shop has everything you need to showcase your fandom wherever you go. Cheer the Deer to victory with authentic Milwaukee Bucks items. Visit us at the Bucks Pro Shop at Fiserv Forum or Bayshore Mall, or shop online at shop.bucks.com.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and are you ready to make some money betting on sports? We had a great week last week, and we're heading into basketball season next week. A great time to get signed up before Halloween. Go to fatjacksports.com. It's less than $80 a week to make money betting on sports. You can go through at least the Super Bowl or beyond and save even more. You get the Breeders' Cup for free. You get NBA for free through the end of the month when you sign up through October. Save money and win. Go to fatjacksports.com, fatjacksports.com.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a generator from Adams, Wisconsin's #1 rated Generac dealer. Adams provides sales, installation, maintenance, and 24/7 service from all locations. Learn why Adams is your best choice in providing power peace of mind. Visit adamspower.com today.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Dummy.
IKEA knows the way to your heart by helping you make your kitchen look beautiful, where you gather with family and friends and enjoy special times. And IKEA can do that by helping you turn it into a dream space you've wanted with a wide selections of colors, styles, features, countless kitchen possibilities. From now until October 29th, get 10% off your IKEA kitchen and appliance purchases of $5,000 or more. Save on cabinets, countertops, appliances, and yes, even the kitchen sink. Discover your kitchen inspiration and solutions at IKEAOakCreek.com/US. Joining us on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is Gary Ellerson, GE.
Come on, get down, GE.
How you doing this Friday evening?
Feeling good.
I didn't ask you, Kyle. I asked GE.
He said, what's going on, guys?
It's about GE, not you, Kyle.
GE said, what's going on, guys?
We're good.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
What's going on, guys?
How confident are you that they actually get a signature win on Sunday, dude?
Ben Brust.
Yes, Gary. Being interviewed on my own show.
Let him know, Gary. What is it that you want from him?
Well, I just figured out that the Wisconsin Badgers basketball team now have a coach in waiting just in case it don't work out.
I could bet you a lot of money that ain't going to ever happen.
I bet you a lot of money he's the next in line.
He might be the next in line in terms of who they want, but it's next in line of never happening. Never going to happen.
That's my point.
He does not want to coach college basketball ever again. The landscape of this world has tainted the old view of coaches, and that is Tony Bennett, who has stepped away from Virginia 2.5 weeks before the season. If you're stepping away 2.5 weeks before the season, you basically said, you know what? I'm done trying to make everyone happy based off of money. I liked building relationships. I liked the the character building, the relationships. That's all gone. And that's okay. He's got his national title. He's got his money. He'll find a passion somewhere else, and ain't going to be ever coaching at Wisconsin.
And you're absolutely right about everything you just said. But Virginia and Wisconsin, they're not in the same swimming pool together.
I understand that, but
Wisconsin is in the kiddie pool compared to the pool that Virginia is in. So there's things that you got to tolerate, and there's certain degrees of schools that you got to go to tolerate certain things. Like Alabama is not in the same, of course we know, the pool as Wisconsin. Virginia is needed. So at some point, you have to say, okay, yeah, I can get down with that. That's about as far as I want to go.
Yeah, sorry, Gary. It's just never going to happen. Even if you believe that it's a different scenario at Wisconsin, the last thing you do when you step away 2.5 weeks before a season, say, you know what? I want to jump back in when it's probably even crazier. Unless they put a ton of restrictions on where he feels comfortable that he can keep players for longer than 1 to 2 years and have to recruit his own players, recruit high school kids, recruit the transfer portal. He wants to coach and teach, and you don't get to coach and teach to the level that you used to. He's done.
I agree with that too, but there will be restrictions. They're going to redo this whole thing. I'm just telling you, Ben Brust, and I know I don't want to get you in trouble because I know you don't speak out on that program too much like you do the football team. Just saying.
That's true. He got our boy fired.
Yeah, but I do see that if it were ever to go south, he's the next in line.
Gary Ellerson joining us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman before he joins Homer on the Homer Hour. It's so sad because GE once told me, same old Badgers. And it's been the same old Badgers ever since I met GE. And do you have any faith that the 2 games that the Badgers showed us of offense, even if it's against Northwestern, will mean something when they play quality opponents?
Well, listen, I want to apologize to my guy, Nortman.
Okay.
Because he predicted a win. I did not. I did not see them going to Rutgers and pulling out a can. I didn't see that happening.
I accept your apology, Gary.
No. Dance on his grave.
Yeah.
Well, he's a fellow Badger. I mean, I'm not going to do that to him.
Dance on it because he had me feeling bad last week.
Well,
it's about Kyle. Remember
our expectations
that.
were nice and low, and I thought they were going to get the win, but I didn't think they were going to win like that.
They smacked them.
Is this sustainable? Are they going to actually win real games?
Excuse me?
Are they going to actually win real games, not Rutgers? Like
Rutgers
Oregon
is a real game.
Oh, come on. Don't
say Oregon is the second team in the country.
Brad told me Rutgers was the new Wisconsin, and then we beat the
They're
hell
all
out
a
of
real
Rutgers.
game. What are you talking about?
Gary, we've moved the goalpost so low for the Badger football team that we're saying Rutgers is a real game now. Come on.
It's a real game.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, they played 60 minutes of football, but in terms of beating
this ain't the same Rutgers team.
God.
This is more respectful than the 63-0 Rutgers teams that we would beat.
All right, they got 6 games left. What do they finish, Gary? Tell me, Gary. Northwestern, Penn State, Iowa, Oregon. What do you got? Minnesota, Nebraska. What do you got?
I have a winning record, and they get back to a bowl game.
4-2 in the next 6 is Gary Ellerson. Brad, go.
I got 7-5 at the end of the season.
So what do you got in these 3-3?
That would be the math. Good job, Benny.
Yeah.
4-2 for Gary. 3-3 for Brad.
I got them going 4-2 and upsetting Penn State at home.
Give me
Big
2.
win.
Give me 2 and 4.
Big win.
So you got 6-6, and you guys got 8-4. Yeah,
I got an upset next week against Penn State.
I don't think Penn State's that great.
They're
actually.
not.
They're really not.
All right.
That's
this conversation is now over. We're on record with our predictions, and that's all the Badger football talks that's deserving right now.
Gary just sounds like he's having the time of his life.
I know. He does this. He messes with me like this. He knows it bothers me.
Gary's having a great Friday, and you're not anymore because of him.
No.
Don't be a curmudgeon, Ben.
I'm going to be a curmudgeon until I'm not celebrating a Rutgers victory.
Gary,
Goodness gracious.
what's your favorite thing about life?
What?
What's your favorite thing about life?
Get the dump button ready.
This is too much, Brad. This is what you mean. My favorite thing about life.
That was Strofe for the record.
And I do want to know this answer.
What's your favorite thing about life, Brad?
Strofe asked it. Strofe,
what's your favorite thing about life?
Waking up every day. Sunshine.
Come on.
You're so full of crap.
I'm so full of crap.
Homer even rolled his eyes.
Oh, my God.
Homer, what's your favorite thing about life?
Knowing that I'm one of the most brilliant, entertaining people alive, and that I make humanity better by everything I tell them.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Powerful.
That's an unbelievable
GE,
answer.
what's your favorite part about life?
Yeah, you don't want to know.
Hey.
I want to know, GE.
It's a different show.
Oh, wow.
It's a
Oh, wow.
show.
Homer, you smiling? What you thinking over there, Homer? Slice? What you thinking?
We all know what the answer is when you won't give it.
Different show.
Sleeping.
Not alone.
But it's waking up every morning with a smile on my face.
Hey. You know, congratulations.
Nice try.
Congratulations to all of us. That was the best way that we could have got the answer that we wanted in a professional manner. Good job, everybody.
Homer chimed in, not sleeping alone.
All right, Gary, let's get back to the Green Bay Packers. So Jaden Reed went on a podcast with Amon-Ra St. Brown and Aquinius St. Brown. I believe that's that name.
Aquinius.
I'm butchering names this week. So obviously those are particularly St. Brown as the receiver for the Lions. And he said this on their podcast. Oh, Stroke said he's going to have it.
Oh, we're laughing, Stroke.
I told him in the break.
Stroke's mind's in the gutter.
I'll see it in February.
Wow. Those are bigs.
All right,
I haven't had the full yet, but I'll see it in February.
Wow. Those are bigs. Those are high hopes.
He's talking about New Orleans, saying that he's never been there, trying the food, but he's going to try it in February, alluding to the fact that the Packers are going to the Super Bowl. Now, do you like this out of one of your superstar talents, basically calling his shot and going to the Super Bowl? Do you like that, or is it like, man, we got to slow down, that's too much too early?
No, I like them young guys feeling themselves like that. I'm okay with that. Because they got to have something to shoot for, and at least I know what they're talking about in the locker room. I like that. I'm good with that.
I like it.
Gary, if the Green Bay Packers win on Sunday, does that make them a Super Bowl contender in your mind?
No.
Oh. Are they a Super Bowl contender?
No. What do you need to see,
No,
G?
but because it's still early. I mean, it's just, what is this, a 6-game, 7-game of the season?
7-game.
It's just so early.
Well, what do you need to see? What are your worries? Is it the defensive line? Is it Jordan Love's consistency? Like, what's on GE's mind that's holding him back from believing this team can go all the way?
Well, my mind, you know what? Everybody wants that perfect team, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you can go out and get Myles Garrett, I'm in.
That's what you need?
Yeah, that's what they need.
That's a big want.
It's a big want, but I'm okay with it. Yeah, you need a game wrecker up front.
The defensive player of the year.
Yeah, give me the game wrecker.
If the Packers get Myles Garrett, I would go crazy. They would be stupid to get rid of him.
And I guess, and I don't know how big this here that's out there, but that's floating around out there on the net that the Packers are.
I've seen some rumors, but these seem like old people on technology believe in stuff like yourself.
Uh-oh, he kind of takes shots at you.
I don't believe it, but you asked me what would seal that deal for me. That would be someone like a Myles Garrett, someone like Max Crosby, I think would tip the scales for me.
Oh, yeah, that's a championship.
I mean, that would be nasty if they did get it.
Do the Packers and Badgers both win Sunday and Saturday?
Nortman, they're going to win it at Northwestern.
Oh, Gary, you know they're winning at Northwestern. That's a
They
yes.
suck at Ryan Field.
But they're not playing at Ryan
That's right.
Field.
They're playing even
like,
worse
Like a
field.
5,000.
Yeah.
5,000.
What about the
capacity.
Pack, GE, quickly?
Packers 28-25.
All right.
Power.
Like that. A win is a win, baby.
Listen to GE on the Homer Hour from 5 to 6 in 2 minutes.
Come on in, baby, baby.